Welcome back to my show. I actually got really worried then because for some reason it wasn't like letting me do it, and I was getting worried that maybe my channel had been taken down again. So I like logged in, and it like for some reason it kind of scared me because it loaded my thing on my phone, but it didn't show any of the thumbnails to the videos. I was like, oh shit, maybe I have like, been reported now. No, I'm here. I think it's just because it's shitty weather outside. Just absolutely, the start of this year has been, well, it has. I think in some places it has rained every day. So it should be absolutely zero excuse for a big a hosepipe ban, but there will be, because there's always a hosepipe ban. Anything that they can do just to, like, again, just take money out. I think that's because they didn't build a reservoir until like the last reservoir wasn't built in the UK since 1991. So it's just like, okay. Oh look, 10 people viewing it, man. There's people definitely getting there, man. They didn't build a reservoir until like Gaza be da 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 da. It's like the most gory slop song ever. The fucking song from I never watched that film, but I heard the song. K-pop, whatever. It's just like, yeah, that's what I want to watch as a straight white bloke. I want to watch a movie about a bunch of Korean spinster women who just go around, and I think they fight. I have never actually watched any of the action scenes. All I've seen are like scenes of them just being like women and just acting like idiots. Presumably there are like kick-out spots. I'm sure, like, you know, this is why I say like women watch it and they're like, yeah, you're just the strongest of men. Go on out, go and fight all the men, and they go and do it. And I told you they get like backhanded by a man. They just go, I can't do it because women can't. The only way they can beat men is by using tricks. They have to like poison them or stab them in the back or seduce them and then get them. That's the only way you can do it. That's why you gotta be careful when it's a bloke, because you are stronger and you're smart, and you know that. However, you can fall easily victim to their like innocence and naivety. You just gotta be really careful. Women are generally quite evil. They are they can be very evil because society has basically allowed them to just be very evil, and they can. And it's not necessarily all of them. I'm sure there's still some good ones out there, but I'm just saying that society has been set up in a way, especially in Western nations, where as a woman you are basically, in some ways, encouraged to go ahead and just do whatever you want, break up your marriage, cheat. So you have all the power. There's no community. There's no shaming. It wasn't like in the old days where you'd live in a little town, and if you did that, you'd be like shamed. You'd be like the harlot of the town. No, nowadays you're like a hot woman. Just go to the city, and then it doesn't really matter because the city is just too big. There's no community in the city. It's just too much. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like this, not with the thunder, but just because I've got like this tiny aperture in my windowsill, and it just makes this whistling sound. It's not like massively like inconvenient, but it does give me a good indicator to just how bad it will be outside. However, here we are midway through the week, so hump day is on the other end now. So we're now moving into the and I was like quite excited. Excuse me. I got like a notification. No, I didn't get a notification. Sorry. I was like looking for like sleeping dogs. And all the tangible copies of it were like £15 or something, like £12 maybe. But then I was like looking on the website, on the PlayStation.com official store, and they were selling it because they've got like 75% off for It's like £7 40, 7.50 or something like that. I was like, and it was the definitive edition as well. I was like, oh yeah, I'll be way up for that. I don't actually mind it. It's not a tangible game because it is just like some games like that. I don't mind doing it because it's just a PS4 game, and I just think like I'll probably just play it. And I'm not going to be like too. It will be worth nothing even if you just buy it. If I resell it, it'll be worth nothing. The PS5 games have still got like a bit of like weight to them, but PS4 games I'm not too bothered about because they're really cheap at the moment. And then like the other thing that really was funny is as well was on the PlayStation monthly games because they usually give you like free games for free. One of them was Ace Combat Skies Unknown. I was like, oh, of course it was, but I did only pay like £4 or £5 for that, and I played it like about a month ago, so it doesn't really matter. But it was just like quite funny. I was like, couldn't be Sleeping Dogs, could it? That would just been too perfect. But so anyway, so I went on the website on my PS5 and it's not there. I can't find it. For some reason, Sleeping Dogs doesn't exist. So I don't know if it's like it's only applicable for the PS4 store. I didn't think that mattered because Ace Combat's a PS4 game. So why is who knows? And then like I tried to log in my because I thought, well, maybe if I buy the game on the PlayStation website when you buy it, it will download it on your account. But then like, oh, I needed to change my phone number on my account, which I can't do because you have to do like two. Maybe unless I could change it on this, I might be able to do that then. I might be able to change my phone number like on this because I can't do it because I haven't got my old phone. I had to get a new phone, a new number, and everything. Um. So that just mean it's just annoying because yeah, you just have all these shitty things. I had it with my bank the other day. Like my bank just decided to like log me out of my no, not log me out of my online banking, but like go the step away where it just like it wiped all of like my thing. It was like wanting me to like have to re sign up for the online banking, but part of that was I needed to get a two factor authentication code from my old phone number, which I don't have. So I had to call up the woman, and she was like, she did do it quite quick, but that might be what I have to do. And you're just gonna have to call up fucking Sony. And, you're just gonna get through to an Indian guy. Yes, I do not know. Let me try again. What is your number? I'll be like, oh 07 oh 06. I mean, no, oh 07. I mean, oh 7. And it's like, oh goodness, man, it's so shit. This is not the life I was told. 'Cause you know, like all the really rich people, all the elites who've got like the billions and millions and millions, they don't have to worry about it. They just we're the goy slop slaves who have to like work and just all get taxed, and all our money is just getting done to feed our replacement. So for everyone like me, there's going to be a couple of like Muslim women and Muslim dudes who just sitting around just fucking and having kids, fucking their ugly wives, just pushing out their kids. It's alright, we're just gonna send them back, so just whatever they're gonna do, fine. They can just have like 12 kids and they'll just go back to Yemen or something like that. They can just try and sort out, I think like Iran's gonna get fucked quite soon as well. It was like a thing I read, I don't know how it is obviously on 4chan, but the thing about 4chan, right, is it is just sort of like you gotta take everything with such a massive pinch of salt. But all I'll say though is you can't 100% just always poo-poo anything on 4chan because there's been a lot of things where people have done things that it's actually come true, or it's just actually been verified that it's true. I watched one actually, like a video. Yeah, so for example, one recently that's come up is there was an infamous 4chan thread regarding the Epstein files after his death. He claimed to be a security guard, and he said he claimed that he saw like a cadaver being moved out, or moved in, sorry, or switched out. Um, and then he says like after he made the post or something, he got like interrogated. And everyone was like, "Oh, well, proof, send proof, whatever." And then the second Epstein files dropped, and then they actually verified that that was true because they were actually completely able to line up the the date that the post was done and the date that the police, like the investigation board spoke to the police jailer for his post on 4chan. So there you go. It just completely verified it. And there's been other things as well where there's been like people, serial killers who've gone on there and they've said like, if anyone gets doubles, I will tell you some coordinates to us. Like, and then someone does it and he'll give you some coordinates and then someone goes there and there's a body like that. So there has been stuff like that before. So you just can't completely rule it out because it's just meant to be an anonymous board. So that's why people would use it. Um, but there was some guy there, and he claimed he was from the army or some sort of like one of the forces. He was claiming that they're going to be attacking probably like the next couple of days. I think like Friday. But he said that like Israel may use a nuclear weapon against them, which I just think would be incredibly. I can't believe that. It would be it would be insane to see like an actual nuclear weapon being used in 2026, like almost like 4K. I'm sure they would be able to like get a really good image of that, but I think that would just be absolutely terrifying just to kind of actually see what kind of scale nuclear weapons they would be prepared to use. But that's what they claimed they were doing because they were saying that they were using Venezuela as just a testing board just to kind of understand how easy it would be for them to do that. And because the whole operation with Venezuela just went so well, they lost no one. They just did it. They literally like some people were just asleep and then they woke up. Like I remember I was up because I think it happened at like 6:30, 7 a.m. UK time, but it happened on Saturday or Sunday, and I'm always up at that time. Whereas I know, like, if you're from the UK, like most people are just gonna sleep in because why not? But I'm just a fuckwit, and I just don't. So I remember being up, and I was like here drinking my coffee because I was watching there's a guy I watch on Saturday, and I was just browsing X while I was just like because that's kind of like my newspaper when I'm like drinking my coffee. It was just going on. It was literally the whole shit with like Venezuela was going down. I was like, oh my god. And then it was just interesting because then it all happened, and then as soon as like it got to like I don't know, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, when like obviously like the big UK people woke up. They were like, "Oh my god, I didn't like Piers Morgan. Oh my god, I didn't even know all this had happened. I was just asleep." And that even like Keir Starmer wasn't told about it, and he'd obviously probably just found out from X. I was like, "Well, this is very embarrassing." They obviously don't really trust that they're going to trust us because they don't. Because they're probably right. If they probably did tell Keir Starmer or the Home Office, Shamir Mood would have just leaked it to Venezuela, and he would have like ran away. That guy, I can't remember what was his name. Mandela, what his name was. Just now we've got like a Muslim in the Home Office. There's just no way we can trust America can trust us, and that's the right thing to do. I would be exactly the same. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I just think like probably the Muslim regime are aware of like where all of our secret bases are, where all of our nukes are based. Just giving them the keys was just so stupid. There's just no way that we can verify that she isn't going to go off and do something. Like all she has to do is just be like, okay, I'm just going to go into the mosque, and then she'll just go into the mosque, and like they'll have rules where you're like, if you're white, you won't be allowed to go in there. And even if you do, you'll have like about 5 or 6 like Muslim guys with like big beards, and they'll like all be standing around you very closely and making sure like they're watching what you're doing. And if you have a camera, they'll say you're not allowed to film in here because it's a religious building. So she'll go in there, and then also what they'll do is she'll get cordoned off to the women's only section as well. But then there'll probably be like a special back room where she'll go in there, and there'll be like a secret room where like they'll meet, and then she'll like tell them in person all of like the secrets that she can remember because you probably can't write anything down. But you could just do that. I can't. There's just nothing stopping you for her from doing that. Because it's just very strange that she seems to be like a Muslim woman who's not married, has no kids. She's extremely unorthodox for a Muslim woman, but for some reason she's like really prolific in a career, which again is not very Muslim. It's really strange. She's like breaking all these rules, but it's okay because it's okay when it's like getting Islam ahead. There's all these like Islam's just basically a law, a rule, religion, or just you can just make shit up. If you like, you'll probably start if like you did start if we probably did get to a point right where. Like it got really desperate, and they were trying to like find out if people were like it's Muslims or not. they've got like forms of lying which they use to basically get ahead, and they would just use that and then probably take a bite out of like a bacon sandwich, and then they could just lie in their head, just be like, "Well, I'm using this version of tequila, which allows me to do this," because there is like one which basically just exonerates you from anything. So one is just like feigning stupidity, one is just like blatantly just lying to like get ahead, one is just pretending to be nice to like get to get people's praise. Uh, and that's what they do. That's what they do. When like the Muslim community is only like 1%, they'll be like really nice to everyone, and they'll go around like doing all these chores. And you'll be like, "Oh, I love the Muslim guys. They're so nice. They come around here and do my lawn. Better vote for more of them to come in." And that's what they do. And it's just the boomers are falling for it. And like, I try and talk to my dad about it, and he's just too like goy-slopped. He just doesn't. He hasn't been on with the internet for long enough. And he's just like, "I didn't even know Epstein. I never really thought about the Jews doing that and stuff like that. I didn't even really know Epstein was Jewish." I was like, "You need to stop. You need to start thinking like this. You have to start thinking like this." He's like, "Why? I always see all the Jewish people always like lovely. I always think of Alan Sugar and stuff." And I was like, again, like, also like Alan Sugar. For those who don't know, he's just like he owned Amstrad Computers. But I just think people who are hyper fixated with money, it's not good. Money's just a goyim toy. A goyim slave control tool. That's why like all the Jewish people want to get loads of money, because they all help each other out for one. And then it's just that's it. They just get obsessed about it because that's what they're trying to do. They want to just take all the money out because they know less money, the more money they have, is less money that the goyim have. So when you see like Ethan Klein and things. And he was like, I was watching a bit of his video, and it was really weird. He was like, he's talking about Cruel World, Happy Mind, and about how her husband was like a war criminal because he fought in the Iraq War. And he's like, "Yeah, wife probably like killed babies in Afghanistan, and, like ate their hearts and stuff." And I was like, "Sorry, Ethan, do you not know like what Israel were doing?" And even if you're going to play that game of like, "Oh yeah, well I don't believe in all of that," I also aren't you probably don't like Muslims, right? Surely, like this is the lie that they're telling me is he's got like loads of like Muslims that work for him, so he can like sit and be protected in a shroud. Or I'm not a racist because I've got a black man here. He's literally doing that thing. Which I've got two Muslims. He's got like no straight white people there. I don't think anyone is actually straight and white there. All the like white guys like Dan and Zach are all Jewish, and then he's got like some Mexican dude. He's got like AB and Lena, the Muslims. He's got it's just like Big Mom in One Piece. It's like that's it. He's got one Big Mom's like pirate crew where she's trying to like bring everyone together, and she realizes it doesn't work because it doesn't. And it's like this is what Ethan then is doing now. And you find this it's like the Jewish people, right? They don't want straight white men to work for them because they don't want them to have money. And they don't want them to like overtake them or like outstage them either. So they'll just deliberately do that. They'll just hire like every single immigration group and all the gay LGBT flag and anyone except a straight white man, and everyone will be okay with that because they'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, it's okay," because the straight white men have loads of opportunities, but actually they don't because every single person thinks like that, and that's what's causing this like issue where there's all these. You just get all these like straight white guys who can't get jobs because every single minority group who's been allowed in for DEI won't hire a straight white man because they don't want to because they're tribal. They'll be like, no, we need to give Sunjit a job because they're part of the ESAT score as well. Because if they hire Sujit, they know that he's part of the ESAT score and he will have to like treat them like a god because he gave them that opportunity, and that's why they want that because they want that slave dynamic. Whereas if you hire someone like me, if my like Indian boss just starts yelling at me, I'll probably just stand up to him and say, "No, I'm not doing that. You can't make me do that." And he'll probably bite me, and I'll be like, why did you do that? Like, you all stupid wignut, if you touch me again, I'll rip you. And now, can you imagine an Indian saying that to you? I'll be, "What are you going to do, you little creep? If you come here again, I'll flow a gully in your eyes." Oh, that wasn't gully. I know. And if anyone looks at you and says you're racist, just look them in the eye and say, "Good. Absolutely fine." My conscience is clear. I don't care. No one cares anymore. Everyone's racist. I'm like just trying to wind people up because I posted. There's this funny video which is just this like compilation of all these like someone's like hacked. I think it was like Andrew Tate's stupid like Hustler University, and it had like about it had like 30,000 names. That was Indian. So I posted it on Burnt Penis's. There's some stupid like thing where it was like something about burnt penis, and I just posted, look at, I hacked, I just said like I've hacked all of like his name, the subscriber base, and look at all the names of them all. And there's a couple of like burnt penis fans who are obviously just really butthurt. Like they don't like the idea that there could potentially be a group of like loads of Indians that love it. So like this one guy's just getting really angry about it. He's like, no, this list can't be right. Show me proof that this is the list. And I was just like, dude, are you just angry because you're probably either Indian or you probably just embarrassed that you love Indian content. He was like, no, you're just lying. Stop spreading misinformation. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry you love burnt peanut. Just make sure to invite me to your wedding. And he'd be like, no, I love burnt penis. Peanut. That's what everyone does. I love burnt peanut. No, I actually wrote burnt penis as well. You know. Yeah, so Kate has like another video. Another video. I don't think we need to go too much into it. I mean, I was quite interested, I suppose, because I did kind of almost want to see what if Brett Cooper's got a new video. She's actually looking like a lot like not as attractive. It's sad. It is like I don't know. It's just she's had her kids now. And it's probably just it. You get like the stress now that you're a mom. You don't have as much time to probably keep fit and do whatever, even though they have a nanny and stuff. It's just, and also like, I don't want to look at a fucking married woman with kids. Even Klavikla was just joking. He probably wouldn't have. Oh, he probably would have nailed her just from like because it would have been funny. But I don't think he would have actually like gone for someone like Brett, knowing that she was married. That's just he can get much better, like a more attractive woman than that. Like if you've seen the honeys in the Winter Olympics, I mean, you wouldn't need to watch porn, Kate, if you were going out with one of those women, would you? So I have got like. No, I'm gonna do the rest of this video just because I can just really spread it out, and I do get a real like sick kick out of it. So.
This is what it looks like when you say yes to Tui. To fly when it suits you with Tui. Run back to saying, well, you're just traumatized and you're deflecting on me. Well done, AC. You did your research and you have come to the conclusion that me calling you a pred is based off of my own trauma. Not true, by the way.
It is. It is true. It is true. Just remember, women lie about everything. Men are the only ones who are like held to a standard that if they lie, they get in trouble. The women like Kate don't. They just get like nothing. They just get tee, and then just all the men are like, "Oh, you little scam," and they just get let off on it. Because what was meant to happen in society is when women were supposed to do that, they were probably supposed to, unfortunately, probably physically get harmed, and then you just learn. The women would learn really quickly. It's the same with blokes happen to that when you're a boy. Like when I was a little boy, I used to get like a clout, or when you're in school, and if you you just said something to the bully, you go a little bit too far. But not anymore. It just doesn't happen now. So women are just kind of free just to do whatever they want. You just go around and just call people paedophiles, and just nothing happens to them. And nothing will happen to probably Katie. Nothing will probably ever happen. Just be protected. Cause I'll be da 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 da. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not as like funny and witty as the burnt peanut. Sorry, burnt peanuts. I tried to like come up with some witty little jokes, but I clearly just can't, emulate being in a peanut skin. Um, and then for some reason he gets that gives him immunity as well. Because I always find out that now if he ever gets into any drama, and anyone like argues with him and actually comes up with like a salient point, which is actually like what it just kind of explains just how like stupid and retarded like this continent is. It's just Goislov. Um, Everyone just goes, dude, you do realize you're arguing over peanuts? So he's just immune now. He's just absolutely immune. So that's so if burnt penis ends up being like a pedophile, I'm not trying to like be gay, but I'm just saying let's just go like really bad. We just find out like he's been like DMing some of his nut fans. Uh, People would just let him off. They'd be like, well, he's only a peanut, so he probably doesn't know. But basically we're all waiting for the magic moment where it will happen because I think it probably does happen with a lot of VTubers. The magic moment where he'll be on stream and there'll be like a technical glitch or something, and then whatever his camera will just like phase out, and you'll see like his face, and he'll be like this big fat like black guy probably with like massive fat lips. And like, oh, no, I want to see my face. No, give me back my face. Everyone be like this. I love you, burn penis. I love peanut. That's why he has to wear the peanut mask, by the way. My actual reason is because he probably is like he's either Jewish or white, and I've noticed that the only way you can really be big is now if you're Jewish or white is you have to be like Nux Taku, so you have to like put on like a strange, weird like ghost. Ghost. Or you just have to have some, because otherwise the Indians and black people will know you're white, and they'll be like, no, more Asmongold, more Tectone, more ugly people. And then like I'm like on there and I want to watch someone, and I just got my choices like retard Asmongold, fuckhead Tectone, uh, Nux Pedo, Muhar, the big fat Indian prick. What am I supposed to? The only reason I get is a clavicular, I suppose, but he's fucked. Like although I don't mind him because he's just a good-looking white guy. He's not like genuine, is he? He's not like natty. He hasn't like got that like artificially. Sorry, he hasn't like done anything. I mean, I guess the ends justify the means, because people could just be like, well, he looks the way he does, so even he has smashed his face with a fucking hammer. It seems the women love it. It seems like, if you can get a woman to look like you, like Brett Cooper, for smashing your face in with a hammer, who's the idiot? In my opinion, apparently me, and apparently they're everyone. So anyway, I'm trying to be smart here because I can probably like work out where these are. Okay, so the tributary Wawane, tributary. So stupid. I am getting up, up, all it on. Da 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 da. What? Oh my god, it could be any of these. Where is the tributary runway? What does that mean? Mental. Mental. How am I supposed to find them all? Well, I'll be. Don Hector. I wonder what that's from. Encanto. I remember when I was with my like ex-wife. If you want to know like what hell was like, she was like obsessed with just like Encanto, and I think I got so sick of listening to watching it because we used to put it on for our kids, and I just got so fed up of just listening to those songs. And same with what's it called? Uh, Moana as well. Just fuck that movie. I never want to watch that movie again. I don't know if I'm gonna be able this is the best way. Hermosa. I could just keep flying around, I suppose, for fun. Ba ba da 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 da. Do 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 do. Like this is probably like a good place, for example. How long does it take me to get there? Well, we'll get that straight out.
Regardless of my own traumas, has nothing to do with me calling you out. I have no specific trauma to do with grooming and like being involved with really old.
Yes, you do, because you said you had sex when you were like 16, so. By your own definition, you were groomed, weren't you? Even if it arguably was with another 16-year-old. I mean, I don't know what that is deceived as seen as, but in women's logic, it probably is. And also, like, you do have other traumas as well, because you told us that you had the boyfriend who jerked off too much. That's trauma. You wouldn't be doing this whole channel if that was the case. If you were just married and happy, had kids, you wouldn't be doing this. Again, it's like 6:15. It's half term, Katie. So what would you be doing now? 6:15, or probably because it's like a rainy day. You just be like, you're probably making the boys dinner now, and like all your girls, your kids' dinner and stuff. And you'd probably they'd be watching a film or just sort of like doing something, and it'd probably like just be playing, and it'd be like nice happy sounds, which you just get when you have kids. It's nice. Really, just cheers you up and makes you feel really nice and happy. And then you'd just be like, okay, like doing that, and it's probably like you'd put on the TV, maybe watch a film together, and you'd just be like, it'd be so nice, it'd be better than whatever you're doing now. whatever you're doing now, just trying to stop men from, like, I don't know, having families. And the only men that you want to stop from even doing that is always white men. It's always going to be straight white men. You're never ever going to do a video of a black man doing this. You didn't do a video of, like, Irania when she got stabbed in the bus. Of course you wouldn't do that, because you just know, like, you got too many black fans. You'd be, like, really angry about it. Hey, Katie, I just watched you do that video of Irania. That's just fucked. You know it was a mental health issue. Yeah, all fucking black people got mental health issues. What happens if you've got a fucking IQ of, like, 75? You just don't have any, like, impulse control. You just become schizophrenic, and then also they take drugs, and they don't. It's not just even weed. Like, yeah, I take weed, but I'm not allowed to talk about why. But I am medicated to take it, so I'll just say that. But these people don't. They're not medicated to take it, and they also take, like, other stuff as well. Like, they make lean, and they just all this shit that just burns their brain out. Crack is so fucking bad. Like, are you kidding me? I don't think I've even known anyone who's done crack. I've known, like, people who've done, like, a large litany of drugs, but they will always steer clear of heroin and crack. Those are just the two you just don't fuck with. And I'm talking, I think I knew some people who've done DMT, because that's just a massive, like, head trip. But you just don't fuck with, like, crack and heroin. Everyone knows that heroin's just way, way too addictive, and crack is just, it just fucks you. And it's so addictive as well. It's like, can I put another plane in it? Oh, John Rico. Oh my god, what have I done? Okay, I think I'll do it. Yeah, I've got to wait another week until I can get the flour. Because this oil is just, it's not really doing it for me, if I'm going to be perfectly frank with you. Because I managed to, like, chisel off enough of the gunk from my, like, grinder. So my grinder is, like, really clean now. But I managed to get probably, like, one bong out of it, like, the other day. I think it was, like, yesterday or something like that. And, like, even, like, after I've been on, like, a massive, like, I know you're gonna be, well, you're not, but it is different. It's just a different high you get from smoking versus taking ingesting. But everyone will tell you that. Wait, where was it? It was, like, somewhere here, wasn't it? Yeah, like that. And it did just kind of make you go, maybe it is just because you're igniting it. It's the lightheadedness.
People, like, this causes no trigger for me necessarily. I just see it from a level-headed, normal perspective of being like, this is outwardly odd, because not only because you did it, because I genuinely think, like, you could move on from it. I think you couldn't necessarily get away from.
It's just insane. It's just so much cope. I'm gonna have so much fun watching these sort of channels just go. It's gonna happen. The culture's just changed too much. Because the problem is like, the way that women are allowed to get away with this is actually because the men are the ones that are just accepting that they allow them to do this. But this is what they don't realize, is that they are starting to now realize that life for, like, most general blokes is shit. Like, I'm aware that I'm, like, a millennial and I'm in my, like, mid-30s. My life isn't, like, as definitely is not as good as it could be. I don't really care about that, to be fair. But I'm just saying that I have a place, I've got kids, but I just know to hell that, like, there's plenty of dudes like me who are younger than me who will not even get that. They're going to be stuck just renting because all the Indians have all their property up in a bit. So you must pay 3 times the price. If you're a sexy woman, you can stay with me for free, but you must fuck me 2 times a day. You're going to be like, that's really racist, but no, I've seen people doing that on Craigslist. And they're like, isn't this just, like, straight up prostitution, man? And it's like, yeah, dating is just prostitution, dude. But It's okay because once Restore comes back in power, and they will get back in power. They will get power. We'll just send them all back, and if they own them, it doesn't matter because we'll just take them. So they'll get a chance to sell them before they go back to India. And if they don't want to, then they just probably just relinquish the property to them. So like, it could be quite funny in a sense. Or even if it doesn't matter, even if the Indian guys still own it, the property prices will just drop because there won't be Indians living in it, and the white population will just there'll be like a surplus again, and there'll be competition. Not like now, where like all the Indian landlords in the UK probably all meet up every like quarter, and they will probably just talk about like ways to fuck the wignuts up. If you get any wignut tenants, make sure you like just sprinkle anthrax in their room and stuff. Make sure you deliberately just make everything with it's not anthrax, sorry. What's it called? Asbestos. Just make sure everything's asbestos, cheap and nice and cheap. If you have carbon monoxide alarm, just take the battery out. If Wignut dies, that's good. You just go back to India if that happens, so you don't go to prison. A white liberal judge will just let you off because you're Indian, so they would let you have special prize. You'd be like, well, that's really racist. I'll be like, good. It's meant to be. Every single person's racist, mate. Every single person. The Han Chinese are supposed to be the most intelligent race, and they're like the most racist people in the world. Because they know that's the thing. It's the Goyslov. It's the Jewish Goyslov. It's the Jewish people who've come in, and they'll be like, no, we need to love everyone. Make sure you love your Indian friends. Make sure you love your Indian friends and family. Fuck Whitey. Whitey can lick my ass. Let's just say it's time for an emergency landing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah. Uh-oh. I can't do anything. I can't do anything.
You've done, but you could definitely, I guess, go up in my opinions of you by just...
Who cares? Okay, no one cares about your opinion. I don't care about your opinion. He doesn't care about your opinion. He cares about the 16-year-olds he's probably doing, though. He doesn't care about you. You're like old news to him. I'm sorry. Like, you've fallen for the goy slop. Like, no one's really watching you because they think you're funny. I really, really struggle. You know that there's like all these memes and jokes where like comments like, women are just not funny. That's true. They're not funny. Women are not funny. Because they just don't have that. They don't have the... It's just something about it. It's like, because they're not meant to be. They're meant to just look prim and proper, and they're just meant to be the people who are looking after the kids. The men are the ones that have got, like, the brains to do it.
Too close.
Anytime you watch, like, a female comedy, it always just stems around sex. In fact, everything just stems around sex on Women Talk. It's just so boring. So here, Amy Schumer doing a fucking comedy, and it just usually ends up just her talking about these disgusting sexual endeavors she's had. I don't want to hear a fat woman talking about this. It's fucking gross. Don't want to hear a fat woman talking about queefing. It's gross. But like, men are just meant to be gross. Because that's the thing. When Brittany Vintage did that video where she like burped, and it was gross. She did like a fucking huge burp. It was absolutely gross. Like my penis just retracted inside of me. And she will like gaslight you into telling you that I'm just insecure for that. It's not. She's fallen for the goy slob because she's half black, so she has fallen for it because like her parents existing as goy slob. Because it wouldn't have happened in Israel, would it? You think that's racist? Yeah, they love Ethnic states over there. Jewish people are allowed to all have like a special land where they all like, or only Jewish men and women are allowed to have sex because they'll like be like, well, no, we need to put the numbers up so you guys can like go down because you've got 1 billion white people. What about the Muslims and Indians? Oh well, yeah, of course, they can still do it. But like, anytime you see a video where you see a teehee cutesy girl doing a fart, a burp, a queef, talking about their discharge or periods, stuff like that, it's just instantly Sick. No, apparently not. It's a little. It's quite fun though. It's just.
That in my youth,
Wow.
I was one of the researchers responsible for sanitizing this ruin.
This is wow. This is cool as fuck. Whoever said to me to play Saints Row or whether Just Cause 2, Just Cause 2 didn't have cool shit like this. You're just like, just give it the times, dude. Okay, I obviously need to move this. Where does it need to go? Are these the professors? Rico, thank God you're here. There's this big, massive, spherical head that just seems to be here. We don't know what we do with it. I'm assuming I've got to roll it all the way over here, right? Yeah. Don't you worry, I'm no fool to this. Very cool. Yeah, look at love. It's like a bong symbol. Like, what else is that? That like green thing. So the black guy is like he's doing his bong. Nice, right?
Saying that you were naive to believe that that was normal or okay, and that you would never do it again. But you're not. You're doubling down on it. Are we on the same planet here? Like, that has nothing to do... Yeah, that's it. That must be it. Yeah, it's because I'm traumatized that I think you're a weirdo. Nice one, AC. Also...
And then now she's getting really hurt as well because this is like double trauma because I still think she's trying to like hit on this guy. So now like she's just getting like a video of him just chastising. It's like, oh, it's like, that must be daggers in the heart for her. This is what I'm saying, dude. The women are just like playing a dangerous game. I don't mind goading this stuff because I'm a man of testosterone. So like I kind of I rise to the occasion, and that's what I'm supposed to do. Because I'm supposed to do that. If like a lion comes in. And it's like I've got me, and there's a woman. The woman's gonna be scared, and she's gonna like hide behind me because I'm meant to be the one who's gonna be bigger and stronger, and I'm meant to do something about it. Katie's not like that. She's been told by the Goislop, Professor Wignut's been like, "Oh, Katie, you are just as strong. No, much stronger than any man. If any man comes and chastises you, just make sure call him pedo." What? Why pedo? Trust me, it'll always work. What about those child marriages going on in India? That's irrelevant. Stop that. It's different because we don't have paedophilia in our country. It doesn't exist in India, so therefore it doesn't exist here. I don't think that's how... If you keep talking, I'll fail you right now. And this is it. So now she's just going into like extra trauma. She's like she's just like, I'm just gonna like... Oh, it's just brilliant. It's great. It's like watching the Hindenburg disaster.
Like, I love how he's doing this in a way to act like he's just being so, like, aware that women deal with horrible men. It just annoys me. Like, don't even go...
Women deal with horrible men. What about all the men that deal with horrible women like you? We don't seem to talk about that enough, do we? It just seems to be that we've given women the right, and all they can do is talk about how bad men are. That's all it is. It's just so lame and boring, isn't it? It's just Kay's just... We've given her the ability, right, to just do whatever she wants to do. She can have any job she wants. She can do anything she likes. And all she wants to do with her free time is to spend it just talking about how much she hates the white men that she's chosen to date. Guys, get out of the fucking way. Indiana Jones, man.
Be glad they were opened at all. Every day, my friend.
Oh my god.
Ironically,
Oh my god. God, imagine how fucking disgusting that would be. Like, they would get flattened.
is buried in this mockery of history. What was his name?
Rico, those ruins are thousands and thousands of years old. Even destroying one of them could be a massive amount of cost to the research facility. Oopsie. 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 Okay, perfect, perfect. Where's that fucking helicopter? Okay, never mind. No, the winch wouldn't work on this, would it? Imagine, like, liking to burn penis.
Roger that.
Do that, mate. I feel like he's basically saying you're doing this because you're traumatized. Okay, if that makes you feel better, AC. Or maybe I'm just calling you out because you're the same age as I am, and I think you're older now, but when you were dating a 16-year-old, you were my age now. I am my age, and I know that that's inappropriate.
Oops.
And so are most people.
This is so fucked. How many women do you know when you've been in school, right? And this is just what all blokes learn. You just go to school, and it's just like there's just like a group of really pretty girls, and it's just like as a bloke, you just know there's just no point bothering to even like interact with them. 'Cause you just know, even back then, when even like social media was quite low. I think we still had Facebook. Oh my god, what am I doing? This isn't good. I didn't mean to get this plane out. It was like quite funny because when I went through, I went through a phase where I was just like after my divorce, where I was like, I did go through a bit of like a schizo like round, which is not to be surprised because like I was going through a horrible divorce, and I wasn't allowed to see my kids, and that's just horrible for a plethora of reasons. But like, hey, won't tell you that. She'll say like I deserved it, and I'm a covert narcissist, which is just not true, but whatever. There was like this woman on Twitch I followed. I didn't like simp to her. I didn't simp to her, but I was like following because I actually kind of liked her content, and anyway. But like as soon as like I just got over it, I just completely ignored her. But I look at this guy's love so purple. Anyway, she like I like still get notifications when she comes online. And I hadn't been on her channel for like 2 years or something. And I went in and I had a look. She was like really fat now. I was like, it's really funny. It's really funny. I don't think this is gonna work. It does. It does. Fine. I don't know what it's using. It's the Velcro. Look at the chocolate poo river. It's like India.
All right. Also with Javi. We struggled to solve this riddle in my youth. When it defeated us, we simply built this heinous park to hide it in plain sight.
Hells yeah, baby. Yeah, she's like really fat now.
Time to eat your fuel, Michael. Time to eat your fuel. Time to eat.
Dating a 16-year-old, you were my age now. I am my age, and I know that that's inappropriate, and so do most people.
I mean, we live in a society where everything is oversaturated, so it's like this cesspool of lust and perversion that has been really ingrained in human consciousness.
I don't think he even knows what he's talking about. What are you actually waffling? I'm not trying to be rude, but I think this guy's experiencing some form of like religious psychosis. Not just because he talks about religion a lot, because obviously like people, I'm an atheist, right? But he is religious.
Oh, you didn't have to tell me that. We know that you've had an abortion. There's no way in hell. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know what Jesus is gonna, like, God is gonna say to you when you go there. You don't believe her, that's fine, but other people do. So, I don't know how happy you'll be with some of the decisions you've made. I think this is Jewish. Abortions are Jewish goy-slop because they are laughing at you. They're like, honestly, the people who, and I think it is Jewish people who did come up with like doctors and stuff who came up with abortions. They won't be allowed. No, if you go to Israel, I can guarantee you they probably are like elite, or they're only like reserved like special reasons. Like if you are like literally gonna die, probably that'll be the only time. But I bet you they're not going to be as like common here, where you can just come in. That's like exactly like some kind of like thing that someone would want to impose into. If you're an enemy of the state, that's the sort of thing you would do, isn't it? Like, let's say like I wanted to fuck with China, and somehow I was allowed to go into China and become like an influential professor. That's the sort of thing I'd do. I'd probably just go into China, do that, just go in there and be like, just stop. I don't know, encourage people to drink bleach or something. Why not? You'll be like, that's disgusting. And I'll be like, yeah, but that's exactly the sort of stuff that's happening. The fact that you've been psyops to think having an abortion is actually fine. It's just fucking crazy. It's actually fucking crazy. Like, I just don't understand. Because what happened to you? Did you actually get, like, R-worded? And then, I'm sorry that if you're going to have to relive trauma, but you seem to love doing that anyway. But I'm going to need you to probably be really specific with me of, like, who the person was you lost it to. Did they actually R-word you, or was it just like you had too much to drink, or you just had regrets the day after? But then just to even go to the level where you take out and destroy her like a child is just really fucked. It's just really not fun. It's just disgusting. The fact that, especially when I've got kids, I just think it's just the most fucking disgusting thing ever. So again, none of your Indian and black people and Muslim fans did they. For some reason, you decided to. For some reason, people in Gaza, right? Like it's been turned into absolute rubble, and they can still find the time to have kids, and they can say it's like a good time to. Sorry, it's because all the modern white woman's excuse is always it's just not the right time for me. It's like, what does that actually mean? Like, what time are you waiting for? What are you doing that you're waiting for? The whole point of your existence is to get pregnant. What are you waiting for? You know how many women? Well, no, actually, every single fucking woman is allowed to basically be a mother, unless you are just barren or a lesbian. Yeah. But the fact that you're just voluntarily like spitting in the faces to those who can't have children for that reason, or the men who would love to be a dad. There's so many men in the world who would love to be a dad, and they'll never be able to do it because modern women are fucked. They just can't do it. I wanted to be a dad so bad that I did it anyway because I just knew I don't care, I'll do it. And look what happened to me. Then I'm probably the best case scenario. But to have an abortion is just it's brutal. Unless you generally got like R-worded by an immigrant and then you got pregnant from that, that's the only time I'd probably be like, that's okay, you can do it. But if it's just you, just got like, I don't know, you had voluntarily chosen to sleep with a guy, and so it's your responsibility because you should have just not opened your legs. That's literally the excuse. It's like, that's the excuse. You just should have opened your legs or been much more careful because it's really the woman's responsibility to make sure that she's not going to get pregnant. But the fact that you obviously still did it and got pregnant, and I'm going to assume that you, because I don't think it would have been that, because you would have easily, if you had been R-worded, you would have easily gone to the police, and you'd be making a channel, and you'd be saying that. You wouldn't be like just being like, ow, you'd be like gassing up loads. You'd be like, ow, no, I was like pinned in a alleyway and I'd be like, that is really messed up. And I was like, I completely agree with that. That'd be like in one occasion I'd say probably that is okay for you to get an abortion, and that's the only one we would hold it to. But it isn't. 97% or 8% of like all abortions is not happening. It's just happening because women are just stupid. They don't like the feeling of condoms. They forget to take their pill. And then they just to get pregnant, and then it's just stupid. And it is a societal problem because they shouldn't make it so easy. But That's it. And then now you're going to have to live with that. And you're probably going to be scarred for the rest of your life because you're probably going to get haunted by that. Like with your tattoos. Oh, fuck this. At this rate, I just... Fine. Take a look at it.
Gonna talk about religion, but the consistent, I know he's not talking about religion now, but like the waffling and like the whole lot of nothingness that he spews alongside the consistent relations to religion make me think that this guy has just done a little bit too much like LSD and he's just never recovered.
This is probably a woman who's never done drugs. Like I've said to you, I don't think Katie's cool enough to have done them. She was like told on the dean. Because women just find anything to become a victim. These white men offered me all these drugs, and they squeezed my ass. I literally said that. It was such a funny thing to do. Done too much LSD. I don't even know if LSD is easy to get anymore, because I think like the guy who got like done, he was like there was like one dude who was like making something like 80% of the supply, and he got done. It was a long time. I'm sure they've got ways of doing it now. Anyway, like. It's like millions of substrates of it now. So it's just what happens. They'll ban a drug and then they just make like they're like AMT, and then it'll be like, no, we don't use AMT. We don't use AMT anymore. We use AMC. Isn't that a TV show? Oh yeah, it is, but we don't care. All right, I couldn't do that. All right. There, happy? No. Who knows what Del Stuff's got up his sleeve? Like what? Well, we'll just have to wait and find out. Such as? Look, okay, we don't have anything. There. Happy? No?
Am I allowed to say too late? I've already said it.
And people have kind of lost touch with the pure aspects of themselves.
And this is the other thing, so it's like, she hears a bloke giving sort of and he's being really nice, in my opinion. He's being quite calm. He's just handling this. To be fair, this is what I'm saying. It's I probably would be like a little bit harsh on her. I feel like I've defended this guy harsher than like he's being, because it's just I just don't. He's probably too young as well, but it's just you just can't go around calling people pedophiles. It's really not cool. You women just don't understand like what kind of platform you have. It's like Candace Owens does as well. She's just going on air, just saying whatever. Probably protected by the First Amendment. Her husband is white for some reason, so she wants that sexy black ass. He's probably gay. Who would be a billionaire and decide I'd rather like fuck like Candace Owens than one of the honeys from like the Winter Olympics? Seriously, like, you've got to be like fucked. Probably a gay, probably a closet gay. And especially not even that, like, I would probably like be okay. Like, I'd understand if she was like a classy black woman, and I just wouldn't say anything about it. But she's not. She's like a fucking absolute nightmare. Liability wife. He's just like, okay, I'm just gonna go to work and actually do my important job. You can have like this podcast, and because you're black, every single like black woman in America is gonna watch you. And then you're just going to go online and just say the absolute shittest, stupidest takes ever. And again, you'll get let off because you're black, and everyone just thinks it's like, tee-hee. But to like anyone who's got an IQ in the 3 digits, we're just like triple digits, we're like, this is just weird. This is just strange. This is just weird. This is not Euromaxing. Go onto the bridge. my bad intuition for altogether. Hells yeah, baby! There was an achievement in a game. I think we got an achievement for going over the bridge. Oh, that looks really nice. Wait, where am I going? Oh shit, I've got a while to go then. Damn it. It flies very well. Yeah, because I want to get the bomber. The bomber looks like a dope plane. I don't think I've heard of the bomber. I'm gonna have to look it online otherwise. Yeah, so Resident Evil comes out next Friday, which isn't that long away now. So I can't get Sleeping Dogs for like whatever reason. There's because on the weekend, my parents, because they live nearby, they normally like go out on Saturday, and they said they normally offer me like if I want to go out with them somewhere. Again, this is the other like goy slobbers thing as well, which is they want you to not have a family. The whole point of like again the Jewish people and the small house, they're just trying to like separate people from having like families and communities. So I don't feel ashamed at all that I'm still in really good relations with my parents, and me and my brother are going to go and play. Yeah, actually, so that weekend as well, when Resident Evil comes out, that Saturday I'll also be going to my parents' house because every end of the month I go around there with my brother and we get a takeout and we play board games. And you can laugh at me and call me like a loser, but I don't care. I love my family. I love my family more than any friends I've ever had, and I will always love my family more than that. 'Cause blood is thicker than water, and that's the goy slop. The goy slop is they wanted all millennials to like flee the nest, and it's like all my friends did. All of my friends were like, nah, I'm just gonna go to America, and they just all like live in America. I don't know what they're doing now, but they were like, I don't want to stay here. Staying here is for gay boys, and they just all like flew away because they just didn't want to. They just thought like you're a loser if you just stay in your own hometown, which is like actually pretty common for like, the last like I don't know 5,000 years or so. And they probably like see their parents like once a year because it costs them so much money to fly from America back and stuff. And I was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, go for it. I have no qualm with having my grandparents to help me with my kids and stuff. That's the goy slop because the Jewish people don't want you to have that. Jewish people will have their mum come around to look after their kids, but they want you to both go to work and then you have like a black person look after your children. That's actually what they want. They don't want you to have your grandparents to look after the kids. Again, they're like, no, we can't let we can't let Whitey have any kids. No kids, no kids. Stop it. Stop trying to have kids. Tickety boo. So hang on, how do I figure this out then? So that's the cargo truck. So look, I can reverse engineer stuff because, well, I'm stupid, so I don't know what I'm doing. According to Katie. No, it'd be a commercial industrial, wouldn't it? Le Chicana. How do I know this La Chicana? How do I know? I was just guessing there's a place nearby then, right? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's next to near impossible for me to know. Well, I might be able to do it in this plane. Okay, I think I might be able to do it. Oh my god. think I did it. I don't think it counts. Oh, it looks great. It does just look like a song from GTA 5. No, I didn't. Why did it take me so far away?
Your own inner purity, you know.
Don't start talking to me about purity, you absolute dog. You were in bed with a 16-year-old and you're trying to lecture us about...
I just imagine like the jury just watching this. And the jury would be filled with Indian and Muslim people, and they'll still, like, even though they've got CSAM and they like got married to a woman when they're like 14, they'll still like, because they just hate white people, they'll still like send them. That's what we're learning as well. You can only really do jury if it is literally like people of your own ilk, but they won't do that because they know the judges now know that this is how it works. So like, if you're like, I go to jury, there'll be like 12 people, but you just know that like 4 of them would be black. 4 of them would be Muslim. There'll be like 1 white man. He'll like be on my side, and then there'll be the rest will be like white women. So like I'm just fucked because I'll just go in there and I'm just gonna get fucked no matter what. Because this is just how everything's rigged against the white people. Whitey. Yoo-hoo!
Artist, Rico.
Where was that? That's what I'm saying. How was I supposed to know where that was? There's a massive gap here. I'm sure there's got to be something over here, right?
Stretch my legs.
Purity. Yeah, there's nothing more pure than going as low as you can as long as you're abiding by the law. That's so pure, babe. Nice one. Don't lecture us about purity. Over-sexualized culture and people being people around, people being lustful. Yes, certain elements of that are bad, but that's not the issue here. Like, if you were just a maniac or a nymphomaniac, whatever they're called, I wouldn't care.
That's Kay. She's one of those. Like I said, she'll be like one of these women who she can't get any pleasure out of anything, probably except for eating, which she probably won't do because she used to be fat, or having an orgasm. That's literally it. Those are the only dopamine receptors that she probably has. So she probably is a nymphomaniac. And I've met this with a lot of modern women because they get like given too much choice. You give the women like the ability to do whatever, and this is what they do. They have so much dick they can pick. They just get like they become like porn obsessed. They just end up like fucking way too many people, and they just end up like you need the whips and the chains and stuff. And so as soon as you meet a girl who needs whips and chains, you just need to like leave. You might think it's hot or whatever, but seriously, you need to go because they're going to be insane. They're going to be the ones that will like threaten to kill themselves when you break up with them. You might have like really kinky sex, and that's fine if you want to do that. But I'm just saying you're going to get like you probably get your penis cut off. You can do it. I don't care. You're black. Black people do it. They don't care. Because again, any black guy having sex with a white woman's just seen as like they'll go to heaven for that. It's like they get like points for it. So black guys and Indians will do it. Muslim men. I never people probably say like, why do you never include them? Because the Muslim men, I think, just fuck. They know they can only fuck the Muslim women. So that's why I don't say them. It's not because like I'm secretly Muslim. So it's just because I know like Indians and black people are obsessed with white women. Whereas I know Muslim men probably buy white women porn, and they buy it in front of their wives, and that's why it's really funny as well. Because like I've seen so many videos where you just see these like Muslim women who in Muslim countries, so they just had enough because they've obviously found out that the husband's just like having an affair or something like that, and it's just they can't do anything. They literally cannot do anything. Their husband just like comes in and just starts beating them up, and then like I saw it, and then she jumps in their swimming pool, and she's like just wet, and all the kids are there just laughing at her, and that's just like what they do in the Muslim countries. Is that the men are just very much make it very clear that the man is the one in the family, and you respect him. And the mum's just been absolutely humiliated. She's been like whipped because the man's also got a belt as well. And it's like whipping her, and she's just in like her burqa, and she just falls to the swimming pool, and she's like struggling because she can't swim. And the guy's just there laughing, and there's 2 boys there just laughing. I was like, yeah, exactly, Kate. When you talk about that, I think I could link you there, but I'm sure that wouldn't be that hard to find. There'd be probably thousands of videos of that. But you don't care about that because again, you're racist secretly, and you know that the value of a Muslim woman isn't the same as a white woman. So that's what I'm saying to you. You're either being racist and admitting that you think that this 16-year-old white woman's life is more important than say this Muslim woman, because otherwise you'd be just as absurd. And you might just say to me, "Oh, I didn't know these videos existed." Well, that just sounds like you're just being like probably just selectively choosing what content you want to watch again based on race. You'll be like, if it's white, you know he's just wrong because in your head again, you're being racist, and you know white people are smarter. Therefore, they should know better, and that's the racism. That's like the white woman racism that they don't understand. By you pretending you're not racist, you become racist. Whereas I am just openly racist, so I am not racist. Well, sorry, I am, but like, I'm not pretending I'm not. So I mean, it's like me saying I lie. I lie all the time. I literally lied about the burnt peanut thing. I do it. It's just funny. But I will admit to you I lie. And I'll generally, if you just call me out, I'll probably just say, yeah, I am. I'm only winding this guy up because it's just a bit of this. But I'm sure, like, he's just an idiot because obviously it's fake. So it's like a harmless. I guess people could, but that's their fault. They should just learn that like it's X. You just don't trust people on social media. You go on there and you're just meant to laugh. It's meant to be entertainment. People forget about that. They just go on there and just want to argue about everything. Cause that's what people from third world countries do. Because I'm going to use my Oedipus memory, which isn't the right word. I'm going to use my what do you call it? Oh, I hate the word. What's it called? Empath. So I'll imagine like I'm someone from Afghanistan and I'm using X and I come across me. So I'm probably like covered in sores. My house is probably like really shittily built. I don't have like electricity, or I do have electricity, really shitty and dodgy. It's probably like it stinks of poo all the time, just shit because the sanitation is not right and there's no irrigation. You're probably covered in bed bites. Your teeth are probably like you got permanent toothache because you just don't have any like don't have like a proper dentist. So it's already feeling grim, isn't it? You're probably like covered in tick bites. You've probably got like some kind of like disease or a tapeworm or some kind of venereal disease or something. You've probably like got STDs something because you've just been like raping women. You're Muslim as well, so you're just angry about like anyone who's Western, any Western values you hate. You probably do secretly really fancy white women. So when you're going on X and you see like Sydney Sweeney and all these like Olympic, the Winter Olympic bombshells, you're probably just getting like really annoyed by it because you just know you look at your wife and she's like a hog. And then like you come across me and I've just got a profile picture of me wearing like a really like my a maritime digs and I like just look very posh, very smart, very put together. And then you see me and you're just going to be like, of course you're going to be angry at me because I represent everything you want. You're annoyed that God hasn't let you be me. You're just angry, so you're gonna like, of course you're gonna just like probably like just call me a pedo or something because that's the only thing they know. They probably like listen to some Jewish like Goyslop and they just say all white men are pedophiles and they just don't understand that it's them. They just can't understand that. Like, no one's gonna believe them. The white people we're too smart. We've looked at all the stats now. We know it's not true. We just know that the people that we're just having to retell this are the stupid like Afghans or whatever third worlders who don't understand. I'm gonna have to look it up, I'm afraid. Because otherwise I'm gonna speak forever. So let's have a look. So I've got all of them there. Well, yeah, I need to find the tomb. Not gonna get that. It's okay, I've got this. And then that. And then 4 there. Okay, fine, whatever. So, where is the tributary one way? One thing that was really dope though about Just Cause 2 was I think you got a tangible map of it, and it was really cool. Where is it? It's crazy. There's just no way to find that. What the fuck? Where am I? It's like literally here. Oops. Like, I mean, there's so many of them. But yeah, I had already had it, so fine.
Do you, mate? Get your wet as many times as you want, but that's not what we're addressing.
Oh, hang on, Kate. You obviously don't say that, because if you truly don't want him to get his dick wet, it sounds a bit offensive then for you to say that, just to let him go off and I fuck other 16-year-olds, because surely you're saying then that you're just, what are you trying to do then? You're just trying to let him go off then. So, so basically you're inferring that there was a problem, but you're now just telling, that's like saying to her, like, in her context, she's basically saying, I'm just having to be careful with my language here. He is an R-wordist. So he's basically saying, oh, let's go on then, just go and R-word as many, that sounds like you're just enabling him. So which is it? Are you saying he isn't doing something wrong, or he is? Because why would you say that? I wouldn't tell it to a burglar. If I just caught a burglar doing that, I'd say, go on then. Go and burgle as many houses as you want. You know, you wouldn't do that, would you? So what do you mean?
Okay, we're addressing the themes of going after minors over and over again. Whether that be being outside and like filming school kids during like school hours as meetups, or not doing your due diligence by checking the age.
Again, there's like parts of that where that could and couldn't be wrong. She's saying it in a really malicious way, but all I'll say to you is I've seen loads of celebrities who have fans who are kids, and you have a gathering of them. So is it like fair to say that IShowSpeed is also a paedophile then? Because he also has loads of fans who are kids, and those kids go up to him and they hug him and he takes pictures of them. So what do you mean? That's just the kind of fans he has. Doesn't mean anything. So again, I don't know what you mean. It's just this is it. This is just what we have to do. We're gonna have to hire people like me. We're just gonna have to make sure. Well, women won't be when I'm in power, which won't be for another 10 years, 15 years probably. Uh, uh, we just won't have women online. This is it. So who's benefiting off this? No one. No one's. The only people benefiting of this are like again third world people. People who just love to see white men just getting like fucked. Because it's like what I said to you. So these women just can't. Nothing better to do. It's nothing better to do. They're like sad. They're like. I think they hate themselves. I think people like Brittany Venti, Pearl, her, Kate, they all hate themselves. I think that deep down they do. They're annoyed that they've been fucked over by feminism. No man wants to like marry them and have kids with them because they're the result of who they are. So they're just going to be really angry and just take out on other people who haven't made the same mistakes. Because Because the difference with men is like I've made loads of mistakes in my life, and I'm not afraid to admit that. And I will happily tell people and try and like tell. I want men to not make the same mistakes I'm doing. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I'm aware that I've done stupid shit. Everyone makes dumb stuff. That's like Hassan Piker like, being a narcissist. That is being a narcissist. When you're a narcissist, it's just you're never wrong. You'll never like accept that. But no, I have made loads of mistakes. That's like what makes you become a man. That's the truth. The difference is that I just think women just don't do that. The advice they give is just normally not very good, or it's like they just want to like ruin women. It's like crabs in a bucket mentality. They're not like trying to prop each other up. Every time you watch like Brittany Venti's content, it's not actually like ever nice, really, is it? She's not trying to be like just make nice, positive content because she knows that Indians and black people don't find that stuff funny. White people do. White people don't, but she doesn't want to make content for white people because she's a half caste. Why would she do that? Why would she just want to make happy content? She's not happy, is she? She's like angry. She's annoyed. The same with her. She doesn't want to see people being happy. She wants everyone to secretly just be as like depressed as her and just like have to like do the same shit that she's done because she's fallen for like the goy slope. While she was out going to uni and probably like getting railed by I don't know the whole EU representative board, the whole UN. Oh. Yeah. I'll go over 160. I think I can do that.
Of the people who you
His name is Kearns. It's Mr. Kearns. No, it's not.
You're a liability because whether you like it or not, you have no regard for what's normal in society. And I hate scumbags like you. Well, it's legal, so alright, yeah, okay.
I hate scumbags like you. It's legal, so yeah, exactly. It's legal, so what? Why don't you get angry at all of the refugees that are just coming over and they're raping our kids? And you could just be like, well, that's legal they're over here. It's not legal them raping the kids, but it's legal that they're allowed to come over here. Why are you not allowed to question anything? It's because women like Katie, oh, actually, well, she is actually. I was going to say like, they normally don't question things, but she is. I don't know. I don't. What you're saying is just a massive. It's just hypocritical. What does it mean? He follows the law, so you don't like him. It's just like why you can't have women in power. Because like, what does that mean? Imagine just having a manager like he. And I've had managers like this. You just can't reason with them. I've known it. I hung up the call with them. I'm fucked. I just knew it immediately. I was like, I'm fucked. These women, it's insane. It's like trying to be managed by a kid, a 15-year-old kid. You know, like a 15-year-old boy who's just going through his like puberty, and you give him like loads and loads of hormones and stuff, and he's really emotional. It's always like, and they don't know how to lead because it's not natural to them because they're women. So what they do is they like watch Devil Wears Prada, and they just think that's how you're meant to act. They just think like that's what you do. Just be like absolutely an asshole to every man and just go around because that's what they think. Like that's what they do. They've obviously like slept with the top men, and that's what they've done because they're like the CEO. They'll probably be like CEOs or like millionaires, and that's what they're allowed to do. Because yeah, if you're a millionaire or a CEO of a company, yeah, you're all allowed to just walk in and be an absolute dick. But if you're just a middle manager in a company, you can't. So when you like these women just like act like that, it's not right. Like people like us are just like, oh no. It's just Pete Goislop, dude. I mean, what I'm drinking here is Goislop, but I don't want to know how angry I'd get if I'm not on this. I don't think anyone wants to know that. Let's just keep it as this. We're all happy now, right? We'll just suppress the beast. My testosterone scores are off the mark chart.
Alright, yeah, okay. Keep telling yourself that. It's gonna that you're a bit of a wrong'un.
Again,
A bit of a wrong'un? What are you? You're like a fucking character from Coronation Street. I think she is from up north. My accents aren't very good, but I think she is like one of these like northerners or like. I just hate those sort of like words. I bet she says she eats supper. She'll be like, "Oh, I have supper." Like, fuck supper. Supper can kiss my dick and balls. How do I get that? Well, I'll tell you. Fuck supper. Supper can kiss my ass. I'm only like that because I had a friend who used to always say supper, and I was just like, I hated that word. I just fucking hate that. I was like, who are you? 7 dinner served? No one's gonna know what that means. There was a book called Seven Dinner Served. It was about a cat that went around and like ate um, 7 dinners. It's not that exciting, but there you go. I was like, are you shooting me? I love it's just all the best. I love that again. It's Goyslop. Like, look at all these paradise islands. They've got all this money. It's like, it's not. You go to like any of these like countries like this, you'll see what you find is all the cars they have are all like cars that your parents would have driven probably like in the 90s and stuff. Because that's what they do. They like your parents would go and take that car to the whatever. They'll sell it maybe and it just ends up in a scrapyard. And then that's what they actually do. They just end up like they just put them all in a car carrier and they just sell all of the cars. So every time you go to like any like of these like tropical islands like this, when it is like brown oil islands, it's always just that you just see them driving cars that were like from the 80s and stuff. Get the fuck out of my way. Woohoo! Oh! I didn't do it. How was I not going faster than 160? I suppose that is quite fast. Do I need to put the boost on? Yeah? Woohoo!
Got it.
What car is this? I actually am intrigued. I actually driven this before. Oh. Can't even remember what fucking car it was. Oh, it can't be that good then. It's just a shitty normal car. Alright, fine, whatever. So where's N? Oh, God. Oops. N crew. Nice. Oh. I think it's like here then, isn't it? Yeah, so I've got that. So it's like here, I think. Yeah, it's like here. Okay. So that's what I mean. So like, would I have found that? Probably not. I don't need airports nearby. This is gonna be so shit.
Supplies ordered confirmed. Look out below.
I'll say it time and time again. You know, if you have been preyed upon, or you've had a relationship where you look back and think, "God, that was weird." Like,
Kay's like licking her lips. She's hearing this. I love the body psychology. Fat and sleek. I'm sure if Hannibal Lecter did have the social media, he'd be using it like me. Fat and sleek. Oh! Wow. Okay, that's something. Is that an airport? Yeah, that's an airport.
I could totally see why you'd think.
Yeah, in case you don't know me and this is the first video you've seen of me, I would say like I'm a domestic violence advocate. I've been very open about.
Yeah, no one wants to deal with this. No one wants to listen to you. You're just this massive red flag. I just don't want to deal with you. Like, men just don't want to deal with this. We're just so fed up. All we do is just get chastised all the time. I hate us. I keep seeing chastised. Browbeat all the time. You have just no idea how annoying it is to be a woman, a man, okay, in 2026. It's not fun. You hang out with you probably interact with the top 3% of the peep men, and they're the ones that have all the power. It's just like ye olden times. You remember when women always men are always the ones that get all of the voting powers. It's like, no, in history there's been 1% of the men are the ones that have all the power. 99% of the men are just like peasants, and haven't done anything. We're nice people, but you're the one that you've been goy-slopped into going on Tinder or whatever shitty apps you go on. You deal with the top percent because they're the ones that have all the women chasing them. So they're the ones that do end up being fucking assholes. Because if I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, my dad was just some billionaire tycoon who owned some steel company, and he was just like, all right, son, well, you don't need to worry about money, so you might as well just go out and just do whatever you like, and here's an infinite amount of money, you don't ever need to worry about it, I can always pay my checks, I'm never going to care. So you can just go out and just get a massive penthouse in London, and then they'll just go on Tinder and they're just going to have pictures of them with their penthouse, and all they're going to do is they're just going to have a rotating door where they live the best life ever. This is why the rich people wanted there to be Tinder and this to do that. They were like, I want to fuck all these women, but I don't want to get married to them. Is there a way you can do it? Just give me a couple of years and I'll invent something, and they've done it. So then this millionaire European guy, it has nothing. He'll be in really good shape as well because he has nothing better to do. Because all his day is, he's one of these retards who will just do one of those videos where it's life as a CEO. Because he'll have some shitty shell business which is not real. He'll just be either he is the CEO and have loads of project managers underneath him and people running it for him. So his job is just really his position is just superfluous. He'll probably have to just. He probably doesn't even go to the fucking meetings. He'll have a proxy that does it. So all he does is he says he's a CEO because it just justifies his existence. Because he doesn't want to just say, "Oh, I just don't need to worry about money because my dad's rich." It's the same with the crypto bros. Crypto bros are never going to tell you that they just got lucky and invested in. They were just masturbating in 2010, and then they just so happened they were just masturbating to some Romanian woman who took Bitcoin. So he bought 100 Bitcoin, and then he just lost a wallet or something like that, and then in 2000 when it got really big, he just happened to find a Bitcoin wallet of 70 his 100 Bitcoin in it. He was not going to say that story, is it? Because if he tells that story, everyone will laugh at him. So what's he going to do, Kay? He'll lie and he'll say he's a crypto stockholder, and he made really good decisions, and he's going to embellish everything. So he's going to pretend that it was really hard for him to get those 100 coins, and he was really clever and smart, and he listened to Ruli's podcast, and he'll do that and sell courses and stuff, and everyone will be all the Indians will do that. But the truth is no, you won't be able to emulate what he did because he just happened to buy the Bitcoin when he didn't realize, and it was just a happy accident. That's all it was. The same equivalent of him winning a scratch card. But they don't do that. And I always tell my dad that because he follows loads of these crypto bros. He's like, no, they don't. No, they don't. And I'm always like, who's the one of the big people you follow? And I'll be like, and I always ask him, like, okay, how did he get big then? He was like, well, he had loads of Bitcoin at the start. I was like, oh, exactly. You don't just have loads of Bitcoin at the start. You don't just get loads of Bitcoin at the start. Just get loads of Bitcoin. Like nobody, you can't convince me. No one except the maker of it knew it was going to be that big. No one. That's why it was such a shock. No one saw it. It just some reason it just went fucking insane. I remember where I was the day like all that stuff happened. I was still working in London. And I remember like having a cigarette outside of like the office in the building I worked in St Paul's Cathedral. I was near like there. I remember just looking at my phone. I was like, I still used Reddit back then, but it was like 2015, 16. And I just remember everyone was going absolutely insane about it. Everyone was like, make sure if you've got any crypto, like, any Bitcoin, use your chance. And I just didn't. I know I didn't. Ooh.
My horrible experience.
Yeah, no one wants to deal with this. I don't want to talk to someone like you. Yeah, that's why your fans are all just like women who are like alpha widowed or divorced. The men that like you will be black and Indians who want to masturbate to you and put you in like they're the ones that keep asking you in like Instagram like if you're gonna make OF. That's seriously actually yeah. You think it's like white guys like me winding you up. It's not. It's actually black and Indian guys who are confused because they look at you and think you are like a whore. But you know what she does? She comes across like a profile pic and it won't have if you're Indian or black or Muslim probably or just an unattractive dude, you're not going to have your profile picture because there's no benefit to it. All it's going to do is you're just going to have people making fun of your looks if you say something stupid, or if you like make a boastful comment about being like a stud, someone's just going to like clip your face, and I do it all the time because it's hilarious. If you get like some fat bald guy and some reason he's got his like profile pic out, and he's like, dude, like I slam many more honeys than you. I will just reply with just a zoomed in picture of his face, and that's just all you need to do. And that's why men don't do it. Because it doesn't work with women. Because unless they're like really chopped. But most women, like, it won't work. If there's like someone even like that, like most guys wouldn't understand it. It just wouldn't make any sense. But with men, it's different. Like, it's only like men who are like attractive are going to put their face out. Because that's the only, like, or if you're a famous person. You're not going to do it otherwise. You're just going to have a stupid avatar. You're going to probably have like a SpongeBob. If you're Indian, you have a SpongeBob SquarePants or some kind of like waifu, like anime woman. And if you're black, you're probably going to have like a black NBA player or you'll have like a character from it'll be something black. You're never going to see like a black guy with like a white character because they care about their race too much. So she probably does go on Instagram and she gets hit by like all these like people doing that. But in her brain, because you have a cognitive bias where you just assume everyone one of the worst cognitive biases you have is you personify your own abilities into other people, which is the stupidest thing you can do because most people are retarded. Most people are really retarded. They're absolutely really retarded. So if you're anyone who's like slightly above average intelligence, you will struggle. You're going to struggle so much. You're going to make jokes online. You're going to say jokes if it's satirical. There might be self-depreciating ones. People won't understand it. They won't get it. They'll just be like, why is this white guy making jokes about him having a tiny penis? Because they don't understand it. Because in their culture, they don't do that. In their culture, they have to always stay like, they've always got to be as masculine as possible. It's like the Hassan Piker Muslim thing. They have to always be on. They have to always pretend that they're like the most badass man ever. Because it's like the Islam grift, isn't it? Or the third world grift. You can't show yourself being like vulnerable because if you do, you're weak, and then that's what they see. They see your kindness as weakness. I hate that because I love to laugh. So if they want to come fuck me, they can try and throw acid in my face.
Experiences with my ex-partner. I try these days to tone it down a little bit because I'm trying to move on from it and be more than just my trauma or whatever. But that's what he's referencing. And I find that slightly uncomfortable because you're making out that, like, what I'm saying is rooted in my own experiences, and it's not.
It is. It is. You can say that about anything. Ask like most people, even men, ask them like why they do things, and generally there's like a reason. They're like, not always, but very much I think if you're a doctor maybe, or unless you're like your family, even if your family are just like doctors, I could say that still counts. But most people will probably say that there might be a reason to do it. Like if you're a police officer, it might be because like you were just fed up of seeing like injustice. If you're a lawyer, you know, maybe the same thing. If you're a doctor, you just want to help people. Even my profession, like what I do, I like helping people out. So I don't think that's true. And I think it's true with you anyway, because it's too coincidental. You obviously, and you've admitted it as well. You've said that the reason you've done this is because you saw something you shouldn't have, so you don't want other people to do it. So it doesn't fly with me, sis. Your sisterhood girls will do it, but it's like I say, if you watch like the Whatever podcast, you just see this live. You'll just see all of these OnlyFans. They're not normally OnlyFans now anymore. But you just see all these like whorish women just talking about stuff. And sometimes they'll like will defend each other when they need to, and everyone on the chat will call it the sisterhood because that's what it's called, the sisterhood. So anytime like Brian starts to just grill one of the women because the story is just complete bullshit and he's not falling for it, so he'll grill into it and be like, "Wait, what happened?" And then he starts to realize that actually it's her who probably like just raped the guy or something like that. And he'd be like, the sisterhood always comes to their attention and just be, no, I believe your story. I know how difficult it can be. And then Brian's just like, look, you got to stop doing this. This is just actual garbage. And they have to like rank each other out of 10. And they're all like, you're all a 10, sister. Yeah, Brown Hot Girl Summer. Yeah, everyone's a 10 queen. And this is what they do. And this is what all Katie's fans are doing as well. This is it, man. This is all Brown Hot Girl Summer. Yeah. See you in hell, candy boys. I know cool guys aren't meant to see explosions, but I'm not cool. That is really cool. I do hope they make a Just Cause 5. I really have enjoyed this. I laughed the hell out of it, but that was great. And you can't. I don't care. Like, if you laugh, you laugh, right? I don't think there's any problem with that. Because I did clip I clipped the part where he kills that guy. It was so funny. But that's just exactly what I wanted. They just need to. All they need to do is just get rid of all the brown characters. You can keep Rico. I've got no problem with Rico. I always thought Rico was quite cool. Because at least he is like a Chad. See what I mean? So, for example, the difference between this and playing like the Star Wars game, there's that shitty Star Wars game that didn't do very well because it had the woman character in it, is I don't like playing games where I'm women. I'm sorry. I know that might offend people. I really don't. I don't like playing games where I'm a woman. I just don't want to play as a woman. Maybe in a horror game. A horror game might actually be the only time. Sick. That's what I've got to do. So this would have been really hard to find, but I love it. Look, it's just like a... See, look, this is what people in the third world do. They're just buying, dude, all the time. Just a bowl of like inanimate, like what, those apples and some just bag of red spice. I'm guessing that's fish. Who wants apples, cinnamon, and or saffron and fish? That's one of the best thing. You can buy it. Oh, looks wacky. I love it. I can't hate this. At least they've made some effort to do some world building. Cool, yeah. Little tents. I don't think I can be bothered to ever go camping. Oh look, they got the look, they got the classic like uncooked sausages and uncooked massive. Rico, why did you do that?
Watch these. Bien, bien. Bailamos.
Oh my god! Hells yeah.
That's going in the teaser. Epic.
Right, remember. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. It is hell outside. It's actually been miserable. Like, this is the coming of the end. It's just actually just been raining like fuck. Like, I don't know what. Any plants have just not had any rain or anything. This is your moment, dude. Alright, here we go. Now, I gave you a little bit of boost there, Rico. The helicopter's like confused. Like, what the fuck is that?
I would be saying this regardless because I'm a fully mentally developed adult.
You're not. You're not. I'm so sorry to tell you this, you're not. You've just been told by Professor I Love Weed, "Hey, Katie, man, you should tell the white man he's a dumb, stupid prick. Everyone loves a reggae." That's exactly what Katie is. I can only be bothered to do the voices when I've actually got like the flower to smoke. I can't be bothered to do it when I take it. I mean, this stuff sedates me, so I don't have the energy to do it. You have to wait till next week. Probably a bit longer because I can only order it on next week. I mean, it does get ironic because it gets to the point where you're just like, alright, I might as well just go find a fucking drug dealer again. So I'm just gonna like completely bypass the fact that so it's weird, isn't it? Can you imagine like a patient having to do that where you had like something like Ritalin, you got to go out and buy Ritalin from the drug dealer because you're not able to get it anymore. Well, that does actually happen sometimes. 'Cause I know like these ADHD medications were actually being really difficult to get. So this bus, okay, so what's this? Hamusa. Oh. Oh. Oh, Rico, are you okay? Stop asking me that. Should I drive there? It's not that far, is it? Could I drive there? Let's get a swanky car.
Supply drop is on its way,
It's
hermano.
not. I would be saying this regardless because I'm a fully mentally developed adult who recognizes what's right and wrong. Like, you know those Sting videos where the predators have mental disabilities, and like it's actually clear that they genuinely.
It's probably yeah. It's probably this is like the excuses. It's probably these would be like the the black and immigrants, the black and Muslims. So like they're allowed to do it though because their IQ is very high. That's literally this is it. This is like the sort of the white woman. They're not racist, but actually end up becoming really racist. And I know this because I've hung out with women before, and you're like speak to them, I love old people, and then like after like you get to know them for a couple of months and stuff, and they start to like be more relaxed with you, they will just end up being like the most racist people you've ever met, or they just end up having like some of the most like because it's just that's it. It's just it is in all of us. But they've just been told because Professor Wignart and like some black guy in a suit has told them that you can't do it. But who cares? Fuck this black guy. Who cares? Just send him back to Africa. I don't have to feel sad that he doesn't have to live here. If he doesn't want to come here and suck my dick and tell me how good I am, then he can fuck off. Why do I want him to come here, be in this country, and just tell everyone that white people are evil? How is people are waking up because we're like, why do I want that? Why have like fucking white boomer women and men like voted for this? I don't want it. In China, guess what happens? Do you know what happens in China, by the way, Kay? If you go to China, you remember when Hassan Piker went to China? The first thing that happened when he lands on China is he had a man come and like look at his phone, and then they followed him around as well. And that's what we'll do as well when we get power, because we want that. We don't want these foreign people to come in. We don't want them to like have a phone full of like I hate white propaganda, and then we don't want them to then go on like social media and then just start telling everyone that they hate white people. So the Chinese are kind of right there. They're just like, even if you don't care what the Chinese do, or whatever, that's in a sense of protecting your country. That sounds like a good thing, and I'd want that in the UK as well. I'd want to make sure if for some reason we do just let like some Indian and Muslim and black people come in because they're rich, and we just aren't able to have that. That's what we'll do. We'll have like this like stoic white 6'5" white guy who'll be really big, and then if an Indian guy comes off, he'll like ask to see his phone. If you refuse, they'll just say you have to go back on the plane then. And then if you give him the phone, he's going to go through your stuff. And if you've just got like loads of memes of like white people doing like, I don't know, doing stuff and facts that you've just got from like Jewish people and propaganda and stuff, we'll just say fuck off. We don't want you here. And what good do you have to like on this of this? Or we'll just have like a process where when you come to the country, we're going to like vet you. Where you'll have to sit in a room in the immigration room. We're going to like vet you, and you're going to make sure. And if you go to a hotel, yeah, we'll probably like just have a person there just watch out for you and just like watching you and just making sure you're not doing anything you shouldn't do. We don't want that. We don't want you to come in here and just start telling our women to just to hate us because they're too stupid to do it. And, like I know that, but like instead of just getting angry at Kate, I probably just need to like do something about it. And that's what I'll have to do. We'll have to put up more guards because we can't trust the women. We just cannot trust them to do it. I would just ban them from going to college, to be fair. I just don't think there's anything they need to learn from college. There's just nothing they need to learn from college. If you want to be a lawyer, who cares? You don't need to be one. Why do you need to be a lawyer? I love that there is just a bus over. Oh, God, Rico, are you okay? I just need to take this bus. Oh, she's just that. I mean, he's black, so that probably would work. Oh, here comes the train. Here comes a midnight train. Oh, it's going over.
Done. No sweat.
The trains are really cool. Strangers are lurking, walking down the boulevard.
But like some of them, it's very obvious that they don't don't even understand. I'm not saying it makes it okay. I don't really understand like what they've done is
I
wrong.
thought he was doing. I thought he was doing a cartwheel. He wasn't. So allegedly, I've still got 4 milliliters of this left. I guess it could be that. I have another vial, so strangers. But I would almost be like tempted to do that if I had a drug dealer. I would actually on it. I know this is terrible. I'm not. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna do it. I wouldn't. I'm gonna promise you I won't do it. But you could just be like, I'll trade you this vial for like a. Cause do you know how hard it is to get? Like, it's probably not because I know a lot of the dealers. I had a dealer who was Pakistani, coincidentally, so it was right. And he could get anything he wanted. A lot of it from London, believe it or not. But you could be, we wanted heroin, cocaine, guns. Oh yeah, I mean, if we're gonna have to like take all the Pakistanis out, they will not go without a fight. London will just become a hellhole. We'll have to like probably like send our army in, and they're gonna have to deal with it because they will not go, and they've all got weapons. I know they have. I absolutely know they've got weapons, like automatic ones as well. So you'll have to send the army in. So there will be a period I can see in the future, probably like 2030 maybe, where it will get like London is going to probably be up in flames because the Jewish people want that. That was the whole point. It's like revenge, I guess, because like Israel's been bombed to fuck by they're trying to do the same thing to us. Because I think what they want to do is they want us to have a war with Islam. Because if we take out all of Islam, then Israel will be able to prosper and grow, and then they'll be able to take over the Middle East. That's what they want to do. They want to like have Jew world, I guess. So it's clever. I get why they're doing it.
They don't really understand like what they've done is wrong.
Because they ideally what they want to do is they want to try and coax like a war. They know the only thing that they need is the women to like start backing up because it's the women who decide. For some reason the Pakistani grooming gangs hasn't been enough. For some reason you thought like that might be enough to like make them say let's just destroy all the. But no, it hasn't. People like hey love the Muslims. They probably loves Ramadan. She probably wished all of her fans like Ramadan. Grillos. Looking down the boulevard. Where's Grillos? Well, it's in arena, but where? Just down from Grand Central. Why is it so gauche where it is? Oh, I guess I'm thinking it's here then. Alright, just use this. Looking down my penis.
They don't really understand like what they've done is wrong. Like that's why in court sometimes if you have a mental disability you can often get away with it because it's like you don't have the mental capacity to understand.
Yeah, look, Kay's like, this is it. She's an advocate for these like the AEIQ like Africans who like stab people. She loves all of that. This is what I'm telling you. These women are just, they don't care about other women. They really don't. They'll just come up with any excuse they can. This is the suicidal empathy. Like, if Kay's sister got R-worded, I'm just going to be really, really horrible about this, but I'm just going to tell you, like, I'm just going to explain to you. If she did get R-worded by, like, a Afghan immigrant, she'd be the sort of woman who would, like, probably let him off because he's an immigrant and probably, like, value the opinions of the Afghan over her own sister. This is the sort of thing we're dealing with. You're going to look at me and say, that's not right. And Katie herself will probably tell you that she wouldn't do that, but I actually don't believe it. Because I've just seen and heard so many stories. There was another one where there was like a woman recently who her sister got killed by a black guy, and he forgave her. She forgave him, and when he came out of prison, she gave him a job. Guess what he did to repay her? Oh, he just raped and murdered her. And that's what Katie is. This is what Katie is. She will die. She would rather die not knowing, not thinking she's racist, than just be racist and survive. And this is the brainwashing she has.
Difference between like a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old. Obviously, I'm not excusing it regardless, but you know what I'm saying. He fully knows what the law is. He's very conscious of it. He has.
See, white man genius. Shit. This is what she's saying. She's basically just saying, she's basically like shining my boots for me. She's like, oh, thank you, Katie. That's really nice. She knows that the white Anglos are really smart. So therefore, they have to adhere to every single metric of the law to the finest mind. Like, obviously, if you're like the smarter you are, you should know everything. So therefore, like, if you even drop a litter in the road, you're going to prison for 50 years. If you're a retarded black guy or a Muslim, you can do whatever you want. This is your golden age. You can go out and eat whatever you want, steal whatever you want, rape as many people as you want, murder a couple of people if you want. You'll get let off because you're allowed to do that. You're just confused. You don't know what's going on. Why you're in the country? It doesn't matter why you're in the country. It doesn't matter. Just come on here, kick your boots off, do what you like. Just do what you want. You don't know what you're doing. You're confused. You shouldn't be in an institution for some reason, because you could argue, well, you're dangerous and you shouldn't. And for some reason, we'll still let you vote. Still let you drive a car. We'll still let you own weapons and things. You can use the internet. You can do whatever you like. We're just not. You can just do what you want. And this is just what we're doing. You're all these white judges, like, hey, and they're like, he didn't know what he was doing. Therefore, you're exonerated for anything. Could be that. No. Why is it still moving?
From what I know, doesn't have a mental disability. So I don't understand why we're dying on the hill that, like, this is something that's normal. Like, I just want to cast your mind back to secondary school kids, to 16-year-olds.
Whoa.
I wish I could find a picture 16, I was still probably like playing Club Penguin and collecting Moshi monsters. Like, actually,
That's just absolutely not true. It's just absolutely not true. So Katie's just turned 23. 7 years ago. 2019. Fuck off. No, you weren't. Club Penguin didn't even exist then. Club Penguin's been out for ages. Sorry, been taken down for ages. 2019 was when you were 16, Katie. 2019. Hang on, is that right? No. Sorry. Wait. No. She's 23. So that was like 7 years ago. Yeah. This is how far it's been. So 2019. So it's like the year before we had COVID. So I was getting married at that point. I got married in November of that year. Um, no, I think Club Penguin was way gone then. So you're just making shit up. I don't believe you.
like, ugh.
That was the same case for me, you know. But at this point,
Don't
I don't think
believe
there's
you.
anything I could say to you know, show people the truth, you know. But like, I can't deny, like, this is kind of fun to me. Like, it's funny, you know.
He just said, this is kind of fun for me. I'm going to try and stop pausing it because we're only 3 minutes in.
Like, and I'm like, it's so bad. Like, but like, you know, there's like, it's so funny to me how everyone else but the girls
Oh
are
shit.
outraged, you know.
Why do you think that if you will do it with one 16-year-old and another 16-year-old, that you won't do it with more 16-year-olds? That's the point. Like, as much as I mean, I'm happy if that's genuinely...
Katie's right. We should just leave the women to just be get raped by the grooming gangs. I think this is just basically what Katie wants. She doesn't want the white men to do it. She'd rather like they get deflowered by the Pakistanis, because that's exactly what you want to do. It's stupid like someone's following the law. That's really fucked up. We should just let them get groomed by the grooming gangs. There's like 100,000 women or so, like 600,000 women, and some of them have been trafficked as well. But Kate doesn't want to talk about that because that's racist. Rupert Lowe's a big racist. In her brain, she'll just be like, Rupert Lowe's a massive racist. I just want to vote Green Party. If I get Green Party and then heroin would be legalized, that'd be really cool, okay? Don't you want heroin to be legalized? But not only that, but so Katie can do heroin, and also if Green Party gets power, basically it just means if I made this video and Katie reported me, I'd probably go to prison. That's actually exactly what they do. It's just they just got some bullshit law about if women they disagree with, because that's what they're trying to do. They are aware that the only way they can get power, and they know women vote by like, it's just to make a party that's completely like 100% women code, because they know women vote for what they like is desirable for them, so they will still vote for that. You're just gonna say input? That's not right. It is 100%.
Else feel, but it's a pattern of behaviour and it's a concerning pattern of
Why
behaviour.
did they vote for Mandani? Like, no rational dude would have done that. Why did they vote for him? They just saw him as being a Muslim person, so they all got a hard on for like voting a Muslim guy. And he's fucked New York. New York's like fucked now. He's already like having to like get into like the emergency funds because he's like fucked with the budget. He's probably just giving all his money to like all his like stupid immigrants, stupid Muslim friends. Okay, Vega. What's that? Nice, alright. Where is Talda? Oh, I do have it then. Heh. Oops. I remember there used to be this like show called like Lloyd in Space. I used to like quite like it. I remember it was fucked, but I kind of liked it. But I remember he used to be like, heh, oops. But it was like weird. It was like they live on a space station, so like they just their whole world was just completely stuck in this tiny space station. It was really quite an interesting concept. But that'd be another show that would have been really popular because like black kids would watch it like, hey, look, I'm Lloyd as well. That's where all the shows that are like really popular, all the ones where like the characters is unsure like what their race is. So all the black people think Piccolo's like black. Like most people just don't think that. I don't think I thought that. I just always thought of him as just being an alien. But black people are so narcissistic, they have to include someone in it that's like, look, guys, Piccolo's definitely black. I'm like, he's not. He's a fucking alien. But his voice sounds black, and that does it. Doesn't it in the Japanese one?
Pattern of behaviour at that. That's the issue here, and the fact that you haven't apologised. Look, I know that sometimes it can look like I
Never apologise. Don't do it. This is what these fucking losers want. They're trying to suck your power out. Don't do it. Hold firm. You haven't done anything wrong. Just look her in the eye and say, call the police. That's what I do. Call the police. Boop. How about you take your toys and your tattoos and go suck a big one? Your days are waning now. Men aren't wanting to do this. Because part of like the social contract, Katie, is you get to live in this society protected by men, and you've got all these lovely all this stuff that's made by men and provided to you by men, right? But you're not living up to your part of the social contract. Your part of the social contract is you're supposed to marry like a white guy, and you're supposed to help support them, and you're supposed to bring white kids into the family to help rejuvenate and keep the country going. But you're not doing that. All you're doing is you're doing the opposite. You're just trying to like ruin white guys. So all your videos always have white guys as the bad people. You're like a Netflix documentary. You're like a fucking Netflix documentary. So like, why do white guys want to think? Or why do we want to protect you anymore? You're just an enemy. You're just an enemy of us. Oh wait, maybe I could do it in this plane. Oh, that'd be dope if I could actually do it in this plane. Alright. Oh, it's gonna be tough. You only get one shot of this, CJ. Woohoo! I love you, Rico.
sit here in my ivory tower and I act holier than thou. And genuinely, like, that is not the case. Like, I don't think that people should necessarily think that I'm the most perfect person ever.
You're not.
I don't want people to think
No
that
one
because
does.
that's not true.
You're not.
I've made mistakes.
Yes.
I've been a horrible person.
You are.
I've been before. Like,
You
I'm
are.
a human being. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, but you just seem to just make really big ones, and I don't know. That's again, it's like why I love making videos of you, because it's just people like you need to be knocked down a couple of pegs, and I feel like I'm really good at doing that. And I love like confrontation and anger as well, and misery. So if you want to go for me, I don't care. If you want to say anything, if you want to say you want to go after my kids, you want to do anything, I don't care. Like I don't mind. I know what people will do, but I'm bigger than that. I just don't care. Because I know you don't know my kids. I know you don't know anything about me. I know you don't care. Like, well, who cares? You're just a woman. Just like I'm a man. You're just some woman. Who cares? Like, I'm not intimidated by you. Just because you have a vagina and you go to uni, I don't give a fuck. Or you went to uni, I don't care. No one cares. The only people who care are like other women and black and brown people. Hells yeah, motherfucker. I didn't do it. I wasn't fast enough. Fuck yeah, motherfucker. Who is shooting me? You.
Lost visual on target.
Acknowledged. Target is at large. Re-establish visual. Calling off search for hostile. Resume regular patrol.
I mean, it is light. No, I don't know. Okay. It doesn't break. That shouldn't be too hard to fix, I guess. Okay, so I've only got a couple left. I'm not getting that. So I've only got 2 left. I'll do that then, and I'll go. And I guess tomorrow I'll do the tombs, I suppose. And I think I'll officially say that that'll be the end of. Because I'll probably get that when I'm just not doing all the speed challenges. It's just not worth it. It's fucking not worth it.
That's fine, AC, but you're not learning. You're doubling down. Everybody's done creepy things, weird. Well, no, not creepy things. Actually, that's not true.
Yeah, I have not done anything creepy. So Katie's just opened again, and she could have cut that. She could have cut it. This isn't like me. If I said something like that, I would be allowed to retract that because you could just argue like I did have a slip of the tongue. She hasn't. This is a curated video, so everything she's saying is, in my opinion, I have to assume that this is what she wants to put out. Oops. Oh, okay.
Puerto Rico, supply drop inbound.
So I've never flown one of these. It looks very interesting. Carpet bomb, sweet. I mean, I pushed the button the right time. It is raining like fuck. Okay.
But like, you get me. Like, everyone's made mistakes, but the fact that you aren't able to sit here and go, look, I know how it looks, and I'm sorry, and I won't do it again. You can't even.
Never apologize. See, this is the sucker bus. This is what she's trying to do. She gets like a female version of an erection when a man apologizes. Don't do it. Never give it to them. Just look them in the eye like you're the dad and just say fuck off, Katie. Fuck off, Katie. If you want to get an apology from me, it'll be when I you. Now remember, I don't know what I said, and I don't know, but she will tell me that I probably said something really bad because I know how to play the games of women. I told you I know the dark arts. She'll tell you that whatever was in that beep in her brain, she'll tell you it was like the most disgusting and deprived thing ever, and all she'll be doing is revealing what she really thinks. I shouldn't tell you any of my secrets. Actually.
Go kick some ass down there, hermano.
I gotta keep a couple of the secrets for myself. I keep some of the best tech for myself. It's always this plane. Every time, I mean, I don't care because whatever. It makes the airport look like it's living, but it's always this plane. It's always here, and it always like fucks off the landing. Whatever like the script is that goes, it always does do it. I don't think every pilot did that in real life. You'd probably get in loads of trouble. You can't just like accidentally go on the grassy knoll because that'll probably fuck up the plane because your stabilizers you'll probably fuck the stabilizers up and you have to get the plane recalibrated. And that's good. You want that because I don't want to like fly a plane that's just might be okay. Every single part of that plane is very, very important. I've watched enough plane videos to know. I mean, it sounds like proper like autism, but there was like a part of my life where I got really obsessed. These people like made these really good like black box videos of plane crashes, and it was really interesting actually to kind of see like the human error that a lot of these people made because some of them were just really stupid, but like a couple of them were just like actually genuinely like, oh god, that was just really unlucky. The worst one I think is like this poor Japanese plane. And I only say that because I know that the Japanese, especially, like they are not going to be someone who's going to like shut up on anything. And I think it was just really unlucky. I'm trying to remember what happened or caused it, but there's like a Japanese guy pilot who was obviously flying it. And I can't remember. It was just there was an explosion or something. It wasn't his fault at all. It was just obviously engineering, but there was an explosion that happened or like when the plane took off. And if I think it effectively just took out like one of the rudders or something, that was just something very important, like on the back of the plane. Look at this. This is really dope. Carpet bomb. Fuck yeah. So cool. What happens if I go upside down to it? Why would you do
Can just do that. Like you clearly
that? Yeah,
opted
thank
on
you.
that asked about your music career because this damage control is pitiful.
What are you Look at her. This is it. She's trying to destroy his credibility. I hate it. What everyone wants to do. Brother, the Jesus guy, whoever you are, I can't really do anything because I'm a straight white male as well, so I don't get a lot of like attraction. Indians and black people hate me. The only difference is I make it very, very aware, so they really hate me. But they hate you too. But you might just lie to them, and they think they're smarter than you. But I am smarter than them, and I know I hate them because I know they hate me. So I'm gonna hate them, and they're more scared of me because I've got my country's got better weapons than theirs. So they really got to make sure I don't become famous, the leader, because they do. They know I'm not happy. Rupert Lowe's too much of a pussy. He doesn't want to see any like violence, and nor do I. Nor do I. I want everyone to just be really happy all the time. time. God, listen to that rain. Alright, so what's this? Paste. What kind of fucked up language is Pasio? What's this? Puente. It's here. Fine. I did have them, man. Fine. I was just being stupid. Ha ha, but I like CK, I don't mind being stupid. It's funny, actually. I like it. Oh, I'm not to talk about it.
Aren't that asked about your music career because this damage control is pitiful.
It's
And
not.
again, never slept with the girls. Yes, I was in bed with one of them, but we never
Yep.
did anything apart from kiss.
Yep.
And the second one, we never even went there. But
Look at Kay's face. She's so jealous that this 16-year-old got to kiss this like Chad. I'm going to start doing it. I'm going to start gassing up white guys. If this guy is a Chad, I don't care. We just need white people to breed more. I don't want black and brown people to do it. So I'm going to start to like support my Anglos. So you know what, dude? Just go out there, do whatever. Fuck up Kay. Kay can lick my ass. I'll do it, Kay. You're too nice. You can be nice. That's fine. I don't mind that. You should be nice. I'm not nice. I've come from. You know when you watch One Punch Man, and in One Punch Man, like the creatures get born because it's generally like it's something humanity's done that's caused them to do it. So you get Vaccine Man who comes out because like humans have been, they've been like polluting the world too much. Well, that's me. I'm like straight white man. Straight white man. My power is just like too many like women like hey have been disparaging white men, so I've been bred to like just take out people like her. Hell yeah. See, I'm gonna have to go with this, aren't I? Wow. Well, it's gonna be one of these, isn't it? It isn't one of these. It's gonna be this. Oh, I don't know why it's not in the water. Oh, I love being smart. I know Kay doesn't, 'cause she isn't, but... Oh, it's good. In terms of Kay's fans watching, play with my balls. Non-sexual. Don't want to get the old, allegate. I just allegedly. These are all my opinions. This is a character I'm playing. Do not sue me if you're a lawyer. Blah 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 blah. I haven't got any money. Fuck yeah! I haven't got any white man gold. So there's no point. It's like when Jesus. Like, there's no point suing Jesus. He's got no money. You wouldn't sue Jesus. I think that might be all of them. That's probably a good end to the crescendo, isn't it? No.
I don't think that I've done anything wrong. I'm proud of myself. I'm grateful for the experiences I've been through, and I would do it all over again. I have no shame in saying that. I refuse to apologize for something that I don't agree with. I will never take accountability for claims against me that make me seem, because there's a difference between, Ilya and going on a date with that girl in question.
Exactly. This guy's brilliant. He's a genius. Well done, dude. Whoever you are, I mean, I know I'm wasting my time, okay? I know, like, there's people much, 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 much more, like, my level I should be dealing with. I should be, like, definitely, like, talking with people, like, debating people. But I've told you, it's like One Piece. I have to start off. Like, I'm in, like, Logtown, or whatever it's called. Where the fuck does, like, Luffy come from? I can't remember his shitty town he comes from, whatever. I thought it was, like, Logtown, wasn't it? Because it was supposed to be, like, that's the joke, it's, like, his prologue. But that's where I am at the moment. I've got a bounty of nothing. I know I've got potential, but like Luffy, but I haven't got like the clout. So I need to get like myself a bounty. And the only way I can do it is I just like take out someone like hey, and it's got to go viral, and then everyone's got to be like, oh. But they won't because I told you, Black and Indian people watch this. They're like, no, I don't want this cracker to be famous. I want Drusky to be famous. And you can just be like, I do not like him. He says he hates sticky curry. It's true, I fucking hate curry. I really fucking hate curry. Fuck curry. Like, curry is just literally like a diarrhea dump. Small hats have just brought it in. Because they just want white people to suffer. And the reason I know that is because, again, I knew like a Jewish person, and they never, ever, ever, ever go to, they always go to like a Chinese takeout. They would never, ever, ever go to an Indian. And it just makes me think. It's like they know that they've infested the country of Indians because it's what they want to do. They want to do that. They want to go back to Israel. And then once the country just gets burnt to fuck, then Israel will like probably nuke England because then they just know this is full of like fucking idiots and they won't be able to use the nukes back. It's literally what they want to do. And you're not racist for noticing that, by the way. You're actually smart for noticing that. You're stupid if you don't notice that. They'll call you Goyim. The Jewish people will respect you more, like if you actually are more jealous, because they'll realize you're more of a threat. They'll pretend that they're not, but they are. They're more scared of you.
Girl in question, because to me, like I said, she did look older, and age was not something we really discussed, because it didn't make sense to me. It was just like, she's fit, like, let's just hang out and whatever, like, it's not that.
Look at Kay's face. She's like holding her hands over her mouth. She's like, oh my god, I can't believe someone would find a 16 legal woman fit. Really disgusting. Remember, the Muslims are like exempt from this, by the way. If you're, the Muslims aren't like exempt. Or any African countries where you're allowed to sleep with 12-year-olds. That's all exempt. India, where there's sort of child marriages, that's all exempt. So, like, he's just like laughing in the face of all of these people. Like, there's about 3 or 4 billion people. She's just laughing in the face of, and that's really fucked. Instead of just being me and just admitting it's just fucked and just I don't care if 4 billion people hate me. I know like more than that. I know like probably like 7 billion. No, 7.5 billion people hate me. I don't care. Who cares? I sleep with like a baby. I don't care. Fuck them. They're all idiots. If you want to come and find me for that, come on, do it. Like I tell you, like I'm gonna make it hard. Like my door is locked. I'm not gonna like leave my door unlocked. But if you do break in, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna put up a damn fight. I'm not gonna go down easy. If you have to shoot me and stuff, fine. I can go for it. But like, I'm just saying, if you don't get me and I get you, I'm gonna make it very, very hard for you. So wait. So this is the. Ooh.
Off we go.
Wait. That's not it. Bullseye. Woohoo!
There's your shot, Garland.
Rico, you just killed 8 people.
My God, you could not waterboard this information out of me. Like, by the way, this has already happened. He's already in.
What are you talking about? You tell us all this shit without us warboarding us. You told me so much stuff that you would have to. You just tell women just say this shit anyway. They overshare way too much. You guys are just addicted to the validation. It's like when women get in a relationship, what they actually do is they're not in a relationship in their brain, and they'll just go online and like make fun of their partner because they're still like trying to like impress other men. Because that's what women are always doing. They're always never satisfied. They're always hypermistic, which means they're always trying to look for the next best dick to go for. So this is why you have to like lock your women down. And unfortunately, like some parts of the Muslim culture, I do like think actually, yeah, the women rights part I agree with. The rest of it's fucked, but like the women's rights part, I really don't care about. All right. That's never not funny. Okay, so the only like things I haven't got then are the things I have to get. So I'll do all this shit tomorrow. Then I'll do the tomb. I don't really understand what I got to do with that, but I'll work it out. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm not gonna get an achievement for it because I can't be bothered. To give you context, I'd have to do another 130, 129 speed things just to.
Flamed back in 2023. He's been through this. He's been cancelled. It's been a thing. He fell off. Like he doesn't even get like 30 likes on his things anymore. Yet he's still like, yeah, no, this is a good idea. I'm gonna.
So look, this is it. So she's now using like threats. This is like what women have to do because again they can't like just stick. They can't like Katie can't square up to me and challenge me to a boxing match. I'll just fucking knock her out. So she has to come up with like this is what I call the Indian black people code because they're the same. They know they're not smart as white man, so they have to use that other technique. They've got to like do like the throw the mud in the face technique. So Katie now knows that she has to like now like kind of like gloat and kind of like threaten a little bit by like saying, like, look, if you're not going to apologize to me, and my name's Katie and I'm the arbiter here, my liberal women friends, flying monkeys, they're going to go and make your life hell. And I'm going to tell you, I remember this one dude I was fucked with. Well, he only gets 30 likes now, so you can, if you're not going to kiss my ring, then you can go to hell. And this is like what his is. It's like he's been given like a little bit of power. She's not even that big. God knows only what she'd be like if she had like millions of views, but millions of subs. But that's why I've got like. That's why she's like Arlong to me. Like I'm Luffy and I'm like in Arlong Park, and Katie's like Arlong. And I've noticed that she's misusing her powers a little bit. So like, I'm gonna fight Katie now, and I'm gonna like do the fight with Arlong. Well, I'm gonna do like that move where like, Luffy like puts his like leg in the air, and Katie will be like trying to bite me with her like massive like shark teeth, and I'll be like gum gum X, and I'll like and slam her through the floor. That's what she needs. That's what she needs. And then like when I defeat her, all of her like liberal white friends would be like Arlong's crew, but they're like, oh my god, what happened? And all the dust like goes sus. And you'll see me like covered in blood, and I'll just be like, put my hat back on. And then like they'll be like, oh my god, who is this person? Who is it? And some guy's gonna like take a picture. And And then like the next day, you're gonna like see the newspaper and have my picture of my mug of me like doing the fake masturbating. You say input has defeated Katie. Input's bounty is now 150,000, and that's how it works. And then after I do that, I don't need to talk to people like Katie anymore. All the people under me, I don't need to talk to them anymore. I'll start to go up. But this is it, because I'm at the bottom now. I'm allowed to attack everyone who's above me, and I've only got 30 followers, so let's take everyone. So me, I'm just like it's like open season. I'm just, it's just like easy. I just go up to anyone. Alright, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stop in a sec. But... Sing, Benahime. I play that game again. It's been so long since I've actually played like Bleach or any of the old games. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Right, so anyway, I'm kind of done, I think. So I'm just gonna watch probably like there's only like 8 minutes left, so I probably only get like another 5 minutes because I keep stopping it. But then that's it. I think we can officially put this video to end. It just looks like Katie's just in battle. She's in damage control mode because the other thing as well is that there's two sides to the pendulum. She's also going to have like a bunch of people who are fans of his who are probably going to be watching her content and probably like writing loads of stuff. So this is the thing you got to remember as well. It's not that she isn't probably like almighty and justice and virtuous because I don't think I've heard this dude. I don't think he's. I just think this is just such a no problem that most people like me don't care. We're just more annoyed that there's like Pakistani grooming gangs going on where they're raping 12-year-olds, but for some reason Katie just wants to sit here and have a go at this dude for like fucking a legal woman, and she is a woman by the law. She can vote. So if you're saying like a woman can't vote, sorry, a woman's allowed to vote as a child, that's just weird. You're wrong. You need to learn. You need to learn nuance. You need to learn like what these words mean because there's a reason we put the words have meanings. There's a reason there's a reason words exist because they and legally as well. It's really important.
Say that there's nothing creepy about it. She was a
Creepy
16-year-old.
creepy doesn't mean anything. Creepy doesn't mean anything. And yeah. And stuff, maybe not, but I'm sorry, you're in the UK. I'm just going to play devil's advocate. I don't go for women that young, but that doesn't mean other people can't. He's not as old as me. He's not 34. I'm not going to go for a woman that young. But she very well might. He can. He's 22 or whatever. He can do that. It's okay. I don't think there's a problem with that. How old was my dad? I don't know, but I just think these relationships aren't that rare.
Okay.
Especially in Muslim countries. Especially in Muslim countries. Especially in Muslim countries.
To their own, Archibald.
You know, to me it's not that deep. You know, it's really not that deep. You know, and clearly to said women involved, it was never that deep because it was never them that made claims against me. It was people online, right? So I think that there is a huge difference between what I've done in my life to what you're saying I am, which is a predator. Fine, if you think I'm a predator, love.
Stop calling me that. Stop. Like, he's been doing this the entire time, calling me love and...
Can you imagine what she's going to say when she sees this? She'll probably have like an aneurysm. Alright, love. I mean, sorry, what did you call him? You called him a paedophile. So he's not allowed to call you love. So I don't understand. It's just women are allowed to do whatever. Men can't do anything.
But you know what I'm saying? He fully knows what the law is. He's very conscious of it. He hasn't, from what I know, doesn't have a mental disability. So I don't understand why we're...
Again, this is like the white woman code. So anytime a Muslim or a black guy or an Indian person does any crime, the white liberal judge will also always just say he's mentally retarded, and that's why he's absolved of any crime. If a white person does it, I get the full extent of the law because I should know better, and that's just two-tier policing. That's just literally two-tier policing. It's just proving over and above like why you just can't have women as judges, because this is the shit that they come out with. It makes no sense, because a white man like me, if I was gonna say like that was the fine, you know what happens? They go to the nut house. You remember in like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? That's where you would go. If they are insane, by my definition, because you're saying they're too retarded to like do the to know what they're doing, then they go to like a nut house. They'll go to an institution. They'll be put in a straitjacket, and they should get like watched and put on like loads of drugs, and they're not going to be released to the public. And if they come from a different country, they're going to go home, because we don't want to spend like 50 grand a year on some fuckwit. He's just going to sit in prison for like 30 years, masturbating himself for like 30 years.
Lying on the hill that like this is something that's normal. Like I just want to cast your mind back to secondary school kids, to 16-year-olds. I wish I could find a picture of me when I was 16 and show you like what a 16-year-old looks like. Like,
why do we have to be you? Why can't it just be someone else? Like, why don't you just show like Amanda Groves or something when she was 16? Why does it have to be you? Why do you have to be such a narcissist? It has to be you. Why can't it just be anyone else? There are like 16-year-olds who are like actors and actresses.
you're quite evidently a 16-year-old, and I think his excuse is that like she didn't look 16. That's something that Preds also say, by the way. And she would have acted 16, like 16.
She would have acted 16. So okay, how old are you? 23. And look at all your toys in your room. Look at all the toys you have in your room. Are you acting 16? Because I'm telling you, like that does look very like. And also like your logo with like the little the Hello Kitty with the AK, and then you've got like this music which is like toy box music. Is that not you being 16? Is that not you trying to act younger? Why is it that all surgery and all makeup that women do is designed to make them look younger? Why is there no surgery, Katie, where you're adding wrinkles to yourself to make yourself look like older, if that's the case? Why is it that you probably put makeup on because you're trying to hide blemishes and marks and stuff? It's really strange, isn't it? There's like one rule for D and not for me.
16-year-olds act like 16-year-olds. When I was 16, I was still probably like playing Club Penguin and collecting.
Yeah, okay.
It's so funny to me.
The aunt that asked about your music career, because this damage control
the difference between, you know.
By the way, this has already happened. He's already been flamed back in 2023. He's been through this. He's been cancelled. It's been
Well, he hasn't, because he's still here.
in a thing. He fell off. Like he doesn't even get
He isn't, because he's still here.
like 30 likes on his things anymore. Yeah, he's still like, yeah, no, this is a good idea. I'm going to say that there's nothing creepy about it. She was a fit 16-year-old. Okay. Each to their own, Archibald.
You know,
The emotions are starting to come in now. She can't keep the stoicness. That's why women can't be. This is why you don't get the great philosophical debaters, because women lose their rag and they start to like. This is what I do, because the thing I can do, right, is I can keep very stoic, but then I know how to like rub them up the wrong way. And when you're debating a woman, it's brilliant, because they will start to get really, really angry. So if you just keep as stoic as possible, keep as calm as possible, you can just let them hang themselves. They will just start saying stuff, and they'll start swearing at you, and then eventually, like, if you don't give them a they'll start to just say really, really bad stuff, and you just sit there, because you know the video's recorded. Just sit there, don't say anything, don't react, and then just say, look, I don't want to argue anymore with you. I just think you're getting too emotional. That will freak them out more. They'll probably end up saying even more stuff. And then you just leave it, and you just that's it. They'll lose the battle of public opinion, because people will just watch and go, "Wow, you're an absolute insane. You just clearly are misandrist," because he seemed like he was a really nice bloke, and you're just giving him hell. And it's just why women. It's like when you debate with women, it's just like debating with like a 12-year-old white boy. It's like that, a man or boy, or like it is a boy. Like, they're just going through like puberty and they don't know how to like handle themselves, and they just. So this is why it's always funny, because when Katie talks about how she is now, this is how I was when I was like 14, 15. This is actually the room. You know, they say women mature faster. They don't. It's the blokes do. Because the blokes are expected to be like 13, 14, go through puberty and are ready to fight. Katie doesn't. She's meant to have kids, but she doesn't want that. She just wants to sit here and just tell white guys that they're not allowed to have kids, whereas the Pakistani grooming gangs get to do whatever they want, and Indians can marry like kids at 10, 10 years old. For some reason, she's just got a massive chip on her shoulder about the white bloke she fancies not fancying her, and that's just literally it. I'm going to give you like the summary of it. This is it. And look how her face. She's like so pissed off about it. It bothers her so much for some reason because she fancies him.
For me, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. And clearly to set women involved, it was never that deep because it was never them that made claims against me. It was people online, right? So I think that there is a huge difference between what I've done in my life to what you're saying I am, which is a predator. Fine, if you think I'm a predator, love.
Stop calling me that. Stop. Like, he's been doing this the entire time, calling me love and being like, baby, like, stop. I'm not your love, okay? I'm not 16 for a start. And second of all, like...
Exactly. There you go. Got it. This is what's referred to in the psychology as the breakthrough. We found it. This is it. And this is why like women like Kay make these videos. It's not really for like the other people. She should just make these videos private and just watch them like a bit like me, I suppose. I mean, I don't care because I've got no shame about these videos going out. But the fact that she's just put them out, it's great. It's like people like me. It's a gold mine. I'm just watching. It's like I can't believe people are doing this. But she's just admitted it. That's it. She wants to be 16 again. She would love to be able to push a button, go back to being 16, not make the mistakes she's made, and go back to the glory days. She's aware that the goislop is women as they go from 18 up until 30 is the same as blokes when they go up into their 30s up. And you know why? It's because men have to build value. So when they're in their 18s up into 30, they're building that value. But it's not until like you're my age where I actually do have some assets and stuff where I feel like, a woman probably would be a little bit impressed to come here because at least I have my own place and stuff. And like a lot of blokes don't even have that. I got... I'm not going to talk too much about stuff, but anyway, just what I mean. And also I've got wisdom and I've got experience and I just know myself and I'm just not going to take shit and women respect that. She's not going to get that. She's probably got like, I'm not kidding, best like 5 years. Like if you want an example, like look at Anissa, look at Brittany Vinny, look at Pokimane, all these people now, they're starting to really struggle because they're going to have to like realize the grift's up. They're going to have to do something else. The views that you're getting are not good enough because there's like younger women out there. There's younger women that people would rather watch. Your views are just going to be like these stupid liberal women. But like, just don't think their opinions matter.
Just don't be a patronising little bellend, alright? It's bad enough that you're a creepy freak. Call me love and baby. Like,
what's creepy freak? What's creepy freak mean? What does that mean? Look how emotional she's getting as well. Like she's calling her bellends, all these ad homonyms. All these ad homonyms. She's such a bellend. Creepy little freak. So what does this mean? Do you remember Stephen Hawking debating like that?
I'm 23. I know you wish I wasn't, so you could maybe hit on me a little bit more, yeah? But I am.
Told you. I told you. You're always like input. You're always like so arrogant. You always come across, and you're never. Every time you talk about your intelligence, you always go a little bit iffy about it. But then, like somehow, the future always comes true, doesn't it? It always comes true. I mean, what can I say? It's just, I just love to be a.
I'm 23. I don't need to be patronised by you, you're not smart.
Oh yeah, remember? He's not smart. I forgot that technically she's older. There's like women just want to do that, and I've done this. I've had like older women. They do have this strange like superiority complex. They think that because they're like a year older, they're smarter than you, and it's not true. It's just that it isn't true. It's not true. It's not true.
Me, you're not more intelligent than me. You think you are because you've been like religiously kind of enlightened.
Hang on, so what's she saying? She's saying that people who believe in religion are so stupid. Oh, that's really offensive. Okay, there's like 1.6 billion Christians. There's 2 billion Muslims, and there's like 11. Oh no, it's like 16 million Jews. This is really offensive. I can't believe you're saying this. Sorry, I'm not as atheist as you. Sorry, I'm not like Stephen Hawking. He ended up becoming a fucking part of the Epstein cabal, who was like eating children, probably. Allegedly, I don't know. I mean, he's dead. Steve Hawking's dead anyway, so who cares?
But you're not. You're just a knob. How do I find myself? Like,
Remember, she's intelligent, but she's calling like a knob and a bella, and it's great. This is what I mean. I can't do it. This is just great. This is great, and this is why, like, at least I can live. I can vicariously have, I suppose, like a girlfriend, but I don't want to actually deal with this. I don't want to like deal with any of this. I don't want her to talk to me. I don't want her to like. I don't want to smell her. I don't want any of this. I want to be in my sanctity of my home. But at least I can just deal with the bullshit. Because this is the part of women I do remember. Actually, I liked being around. They're just fucking stupid, and this is really funny to me. It is really funny to me.
why do I have beef with AC Flow in 2026? Like, what is my...
I don't know. Oh, she's having some existential crisis like I'm having. Like, what am I doing watching K videos in 2026? And she's saying like, who's AC Flow in 2026? I don't even know who AC Flow is. I don't think many people know who you are. No one knows who I am, and I love that. But, well,
Then God bless you. You know,
Again, like, I'm perfectly fine for you to have your religion, but don't. I hate it when people do this. God, no. I'm not religious, so honestly, I don't want God to bless me, if that's okay.
the godless women. What do we call the godless women? What do we do with the godless women? What would Jesus say to the godless women? It's not too late, Kay, honestly. Jesus loves you. Jesus really does love you, okay? He's sad that you are the way you are. He's sad that you don't believe in him. You had an abortion, and that is a sin. However, Jesus will forgive you if you are able to admit that what you did was a sin, okay? Because Jesus is able to like implant that soul into another body. But you're only going to be accepted to heaven if you can like admit that you having the abortion was wrong, okay? You don't have to admit it in public. You can just admit it in private, and Jesus will know. And if you can do that, okay, I assure you, you'll be alright, and you'll be accepted when you pass away, okay? That's all you have to do. It's okay. Forces smarter than you have forced you to have an abortion. If I was born 50 years earlier, I would have changed everything, but I wasn't. There's too many people who dabbled in things. I have a bit of ability to do what I can, but unfortunately, like, it's really tough for me. Everyone always says, "Oh yeah, the internet's great because you can like." It's not, because the sort of like views I have, I just get thumbed down straight away. So it's going to take a little bit of time because society's still not quite on my side yet. I'm like, the pendulum has started to veer, but at the minute I can't do anything. I'm not big enough. I don't want to be big for money. I fucking hate money. I really hate money. I don't want to be big for fame either. I really don't like fame. But I do know that I need to change things, and I will do it. And even if it's not me, my essence and soul will continue on. You can't ever stop me. But you can do it. You can change things. You've got a platform. You can do it. Just relinquish the power to me, and I guarantee you, I'll make your life even better than it is now. You need to stop listening to these people who don't care about you. Stop attacking people like this guy. He's your friend. He's confused. He's probably like me. He's just confused, and I feel it in his voice. He sounds really confused. He doesn't really understand what your gripe is. But I do. I know what it is. It's like you're annoyed because you know that your days are over now. Your best are behind you. My best days have just started, but your best days have gone because it's the hourglass thing. You should have settled down when you were like 19, 20, but you didn't. And you don't want the 16-year-old to do the same. You don't want the 16-year-old to do what you didn't do. So you're going to be crabs in the bucket and try and stop it. But it's not going to work. It might have worked back in like when Biden was in power, but it doesn't work now. We're sick of it.
You know, imagine if I went around being like, yeah, atheism blesses you. Like, people would be annoyed. Stop. I understand that some people mean well, okay, but it's like when people have really traumatic things happen and they survive and people say, God was looking out for you. Like, sorry. Like, no. But you can't do that. Just stop. Please.
That's fine, you know, because in the end of the day, like, I know who I am, and that's all that matters. The reason I'm responding to this is simply to...
Brilliant. He's absolutely right. This guy's a brilliant. AC Flow, dude, just... You're a great one, alright? Just good best of luck to you, alright? I'm letting you know that I give you full support. I don't think you've done anything wrong. I hope you make really good music. You seem like a really good bloke as well. I would have no problem with my daughter dating you. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. I'd rather my daughter dated this dude than some fucking black guy or some brown dude, honestly. So, yeah. I mean, I know I'm no one. I know I am a no one. But remember, in history, in religion, there was also someone who was a bit of a no one, and he was able to influence a lot of people. And I'm not saying, but I feel like I want to just emphasize what he taught, which is that you don't need to have a big platform. You don't need to be famous. You don't need false idols. You don't need celebrity. This is the stuff that these demons like KE do. These unholy ones. They've dispelled Jesus in the name of hedonism. KE would rather just buy all his toys, buy all the... And it just makes you question, because if someone essentially is saying that they don't really believe in God, you got to ask yourself then, why do they even follow laws then? What's the point of you might as well just go around and just kill everyone because you don't believe anything. So just do whatever you want. Okay, you'll say, well, no, I don't want the misery of others. But why? Why does it matter? If you don't believe in God and there's no one like judging you in a hierarchy, why do you care? Why do you care then if you like set a house on fire and you just end up burning 2 guys to death? Why do you care? Because in your opinion, it just shouldn't matter, because you'll go to prison, but like you should just sort of question like why are you like being prosecuted for that? It's just strange.
Say thank you for your video, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You know, the wounds that women have garnered over time through men's actions is totally valid, and I can see why it sparks so much outrage.
Look at the difference in the sizes of the head. If we're gonna go to like... Like he's just missing a couple of inches of that, and that's like the 33% of her brain. That's just not... She doesn't have.
You know, but I'm not one of those men. I'm pure, baby, and I'll always be pure.
I feel molested through the screen. I
feel molested through the screen. Okay. See, this is every time a man goes to work, right, and you have to deal with women at work. This is basically what you're dealing with. This is just what you're dealing with. You'll speak to a woman at work, and this is what you're dealing with. Anytime she's on a period or whatever, she's just gonna like just act like this. And like if you come into work one day as a bloke, maybe you're like a bit hungover, or you're just a bit tired or whatever. If you don't say hello to the girl and acknowledge she's wearing a new dress, she's gonna go to HR and say that you're COVID narcissist. You'll get fired.
feel violated.
The doesn't matter if you, 10, hundreds, millions of people try to claim otherwise. I can look at myself in the mirror and know that I never harmed anyone. I never was malicious or predatory towards anyone.
Yeah, this guy's a genius. This guy's an absolute genius. AC Flow. I never will listen to music because fuck music. Oh no, I don't think fuck music, but I'm sorry. I don't know. But anyway, well done. Good work, dude. Well done. You will be rewarded in the afterlife. I can make that happen. Don't ask me how. All right. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's just, the argument is just emotional K versus the stoic guy. He doesn't. He seems to embody. He does seem to embody the stoicism. I love it. He's got this brilliant. He's obviously taken his time making it, and that's what I love about it. He's made this great video, and he's not blaming her, and it's great. He's brilliant. He's mocked her. I don't like using these words, but he has mocked her, and this is why Katie's video isn't blown up, and it's not like some massive viral piece, because all it's showing is that she's got like 150,000 subscribers, but even out of that, how many? So, oh my god, sorry, she's got 230. So this is really bad. This is not good. She's not even 10% of her viewers. Like, sorry, like I don't know, 20% of her viewers are watching this. It's just we're all fed up with it. No one cares. I think even women just get sick of it after a while. Because, for example, there's this guy like I called Taylor the Fiend, and he just does like all this kind of like I suppose like anti-women content. But what I just basically did was, as a bloke, I think I did like a week of it, and I was like really obsessed with it. Like, every time he posted a video, I was watching it, and I just after a week I got bored of it, and I just moved on to something else. And every now and then one of his videos might come up, and I'll just watch it, but it's always the same stuff. So I just like, do you know what I mean? It's just you get bored of it. Kay's videos are the same. It's just the same rhythm. It's this straight white man. It's done something a little bit sort of unethical but not illegal, and it's just Kay just doing that. I just think even if you're a straight white liberal woman, you're just gonna get fed up with that after a while, and you're probably just gonna go and watch other stuff. But then, like, maybe every now and then you'll just see one of Kay's videos go up, and you'll watch it. Unless you're a die-hard fan, you'll just miss it, because that's just what it shows me.
I'm so grateful for that. So thank you, Katy. And that was the name of my ex, who was...
Thank you, Katie. Is the name of my ex.
42 with a son. So yeah.
Don't ever compare me to someone that has actually liked you.
It's the most petty thing I've ever seen. This is like the little girl, like, who wants daddy to come and, like, daddy down. I told you Kay's dad's a simp because he just didn't. Because Kay wouldn't look like this if Kay's dad wasn't a simp, but she does. She is.
Oh, I love you.
I don't love you! Stop!
She does.
I feel violated.
And it cut right after she said that, because she probably did like start to like give off some sign language, and her boyfriend was like, "I don't think you should put this bit in." Like, that's 2 seconds after this, so it immediately cut from her like reacting to that, to then like her being like, "Oh no, see," and I noticed all of this. They call me the noticer.
God bless you. Oh yeah, and by the way, you didn't get kicked. My friend just ended the live because you didn't want the smoke. You're the smoke that come with it. Love you. And by the way, those school kids that I did do...
I told him, by the way, in the live to stop saying love you, and he keeps doing it.
Oh yeah, because there's nothing that I love more than an entitled woman coming onto my stream and then having the gall to say stop doing this and that. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I say? Like, you know when I'm really mean to the people who comment on me, because I don't care. I don't want like fuck nuts on my stream. If you're gonna listen to my stream, you either give me compliments or suck my dick, or you just shut the fuck up. That's the rules, right? I guess you could have a ribble maybe if you want, but I'm just gonna be really, really brutal to you because I don't care. I am literally like the. I can't talk about that.
Like, oh, who would have thought wouldn't be able to take no for an answer. Sorry, that's not funny. Because there's actually that's
An answer. Why did she say it like that? Like an announcer. It's not. It's answer. It's answer, not answer. What's that?
the baseless claim. But it's a funny joke because it is true. I have actually asked you to stop calling me that. Meet my
Yeah, just fucked off to the advert. Ironically, the advert's for Febreze. Febreze, and that's what I feel like I need after I listen to Katie. Something to like just get rid of all that like disgusting air.
Fight odors and enjoy freshness. Its new 2-time action formula really fights odors and freshens fabrics. After I make the bed, after I catch my dog on the couch, providing freshness.
I don't think you need to use it straight after you've taken your clothes out of the wash. This is just again, because every time you see any company like this, they secretly want you to just use as much of it as possible. So every time you like see these videos, it's always like they're really happy if you like buy like Nivea skin cream. You just decide to be a retard. You just need to like Nivea your whole body every day. They'll love that. They'll love that. They're like, yeah, just use as much as possible. Like if I use Nivea skin cream, I'm only going to do it on the parts of the body which I'm going to be out in the public. There's no point me fucking skinning up. Like I'm not telling you like my like rest of my body's fucked, but it's just no point. What's the point of me like skinning up, doing everything, doing my thighs, doing my legs? You'd be there all day.
On fabrics for up to 20.
Just do my arms, maybe do them in my face.
With Febreze. Calling me that. That's
Meet up with, once again, like, let's just look at it from a pure lens, right? My intention with that was simply to meet my fans, and have a loving interaction with them and something positive, Children and young people are the light of God, they're very close to God because they haven't been programmed with the same fears that everyone is projecting onto this situation, And
I love how like computer just notified everything. And it sounds like she's still using Windows 10.
and we had fun,
sorry. You're acknowledging then that children don't have this.
They're not children. They're not children. If you can have sex at 16, I don't think you're a child. I just think you're not. Because otherwise, like, that law would just be stupid, wouldn't it? Because otherwise that law would stipulate that if anyone entertained that, you would be having sex with a child, therefore you're a paedophile. So it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. It's not an argument. It's not a debate. You like laws set and bound. It's like I say to you, if the speed limit is 70 miles an hour and you're doing 70 miles an hour and a police officer stops you and says, I'm going to arrest you because you're speeding, and you say, well, how fast was I doing? You're doing 70 miles an hour. Nothing's going to happen.
Same brain as you. Yeah, you're right. 16-year-olds don't. And by the way, saying that you meet up with that, he just said, I meet up with children because they don't have the same.
He doesn't. He never said that. He never said he meets up with children. He said he meets up with 16-year-olds.
Opinions that adults have about me dating 16-year-olds. That's what he just said. That's crazy.
So we've got like a nomenclature here. We've got like adults, children, and then 16-year-olds. So which is which? I don't know. He's just throwing all these different terms out.
Crazy thing to say. And yeah, like, I have fans, I guess, and people who like my videos.
I have fans, I guess, and people like my videos. Alright, again, it's just this. It's just like, is this her trying to like act cool? Is this her trying to like be suave? She's just unaware that she's got a platform really big, and a lot of like people I follow would love to have a platform your size. But I have fans, I guess.
And I love meeting them. Like, when they introduce themselves to me out and about, I love saying hello. You wouldn't catch me being like, yeah, let's have a meet up, knowing that my fans are about 12.
There's no problem with that. It's only a problem with that if you're like someone like Colleen Ballinger, where you're going to meet them in an air and do inappropriate things. You are allowed to engage with children, Katie, if you're just a nice person and you're not doing anything weird. Do you see what I mean? Like, for example, because I've got young children, I don't think I'd have a problem, for example, entertaining my kids and their friends. So like, let's say like, I don't know, there's a party and they wanted me to dress up as Spider-Man. I'd probably do that. I don't think it's a problem with that. I don't ever think anything weird about kids. I just want them to be happy and laugh. When you see like Kai Cenat or Aisha Speed when they go for Christmas and they buy all these like black kids toys they can't get for Christmas, are they being paedophiles because they're doing that? No. You can do things with children and not have anything inappropriate. This is you again. You're like read too many of these books and stuff, and you're too traumatized. That's why you shouldn't really have a platform. 'Cause all you're doing is you see everything through a sexual lens. When I'm with my kids, right, Katie, I'm not looking around at all of the kids they're interacting with and just thinking, oh, I want to do these kids. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking that. That doesn't go in my head. When I go to the soft play with my children, all I'm thinking about is I just want them to be happy and I just want to make sure they're not getting hurt and I'm just like making sure they're okay and I'm just making sure they're like having a fun time. It's all I care about. At no point ever am I like looking at anyone with like an indecent fit. This is just you. This is you and women who just go in and all you've got is you'll just think about sex all the time. Seems because that's all women really think about. It's not the men. I don't really think about sex that much. I really don't think about sex that much. I don't like using my own opinion because I know other men do, but I really don't think. A lot of men can just have a bit like hobbies and they don't think about. They do think about sex a little bit, but it's only when they see women. You just wake up and everything's sex to you. Everything's just you being sex. Everything's sex, sex, sex. Because women, that's all you got to think about. Am I gonna get fucked? Who am I gonna fuck? Am I gonna have kids? Oh, I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna fuck this guy, fuck this guy, fuck this guy. Men don't think that. They gotta think, I gotta build stuff. I need to protect stuff. I need to like do this. I need to repair this. I need to maintain this. I need to do a job. The sex is like a little bit. You're not. Everything for you is just lens of sex.
Cups are usually regulated for that exact reason.
Katie makes breakfast. She's probably like thinking like fucking like the Tony the Tiger.
Friend. Oh no, Your Honour, Your Honour, I promise I wasn't meeting school kids for any nefarious reasons, yeah? I was just doing it because they don't judge me like adults do. And they're pure, Your Honour.
And if you think that that's predatory, then I invite you to look at that. Why would you assume that there is a predatory intention there?
Because you date 16-year-olds and you don't think that that's weird. Whilst
What's weird mean? What does that mean? Weird is just some weird emotional thing. It doesn't mean anything. Jupiter's that weird planet in the solar system. I'd be like, what does that mean? Why is Jupiter weird? They'd be like, oh, it's because Jupiter's a gas planet. You'd be like, why does that make it weird though? Well, see what I mean? It's not like a word you can use. Like, I don't know what weird means. Like, loads of people think I'm weird, okay? But I think loads of people are weird. So who's weird?
also admitting that children have different brains.
But the difference is, if I say, for example, that guy's tall, there are like metrics you can use against that. But then still, it's relative.
Thank you for inviting me, though.
Because to me, like I said, my intention was purely just to meet people that enjoy the music that I make, and I think that that is a beautiful thing. And if you think that that's predatory, there's nothing I can say, other than, what I believe to be true. So, shout out all my school fans, shout out all my young fans, shout out all my old fans, shout out everyone. We are one. Separation is an illusion. Instead of, thinking that someone is
Just hardcore again, Kerry. I also feel like thinking as well.
predator, and I understand it's like it makes you cringe because I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what relationships you've had with men. I know that a lot of women have been affected and had problems with men. So I understand that, like I've said, and sorry if this is dragging on. But, yeah, shout out everybody. And last thing, in your video you said, talking about the legal age, or if it was lower, would you go lower? Right? Clearly, you must not be familiar with my dating history since everyone...
Oh, yeah, my bad, AC Flow. Sorry, you're so famous, I feel like I should know your dating hit. What?
This is just crazy. We should be doing so much better in life. We really should. We should be doing so much better. We could be doing so much better stuff. And we're just wasted. We're just people, women like Katie, who just, their job is just to go out and just stop any straight white man from becoming famous. Indians just don't want to hire any straight white man. Black people just want to kill every straight white man. Jewish people just want to replace all the straight white men. It's just ridiculous, and we're the ones that are doing everything. And we just got like this is just what we got to go through. You're gonna listen to black people tell you about all the shit in racism struggles they go through. All the racism that they get is caused because they're all fucking retarded and stupid and just destroy everything. It's just us. We're the ones that are burdened with the black people. We're the ones that are burdened with black people. We wouldn't be racist to black people if they just all lived in Africa, but they don't. Sometimes we have to live with them, and they're just a cancer.
Yeah, I don't know your dating history. What are you talking about? I don't need to know.
Seems to know the ins and outs of everything, right?
Why don't you need to know? Surely that's very important information for your narrative. What's the point of just saying that? Because like this is it. She's like trying to play like be really suave and say like, I'm so cool. I don't even gonna research you. But I'm gonna make a video on you. So all Katie again is doing is showing either she's really shit at making videos and doing research because she hasn't bothered to like get this imperative information, which would probably seem logical that you do, or she's lying, which is probably true because I know what women are like, and she has no sort of research. It's just she's annoyed because he's come with a good point.
You don't know my dating history, but I'll spell it out for you so you can make your mind up. My first ever girlfriend, let's get a drum roll, 26. I was 21. She is a freaking nonce. Second girlfriend, right? Drum roll, no.
Great, you're a genius, dude. If we ever meet, I'll buy you a beer. This is great. This is really good. You're doing the right thing here, mate.
19.
Well, 21 and 26 isn't like, I mean, I personally wouldn't do it, but that's not really what we're talking about. We're talking about.
There's only a minute left of this video. I'm like, how is she gonna round this off? This is great. This is great. This guy's just fucking destroyed you. She made a really good point. It's just- This is what we're talking about, Kate. No, there's a really valid point. So that woman's a nonsense.
22 and 16.
22 and 16. Oh, yeah.
Final, 42. So yeah, and those younger girls, I never actually had relationships with them. It was just like, seen on TikTok type. But yeah, love you, baby.
So there's that. I honestly don't know what to say. He just keeps saying he loves me, and it makes me want to die. Okay, well, that's it. I'm not going to watch anymore. I don't have anything else to say. I think his video speaks for himself. Yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please give me a like. Please subscribe. Please.
Ooh, I mean that was really, really like fucked. That was really fucked. If I was a man and I made something like that, I don't know. I don't know if I could I'd just shut my channel down. That was really bad. She'll be okay though, because again, she's a woman, so she loves all this shit. Women are like immune to shame. That's like their superpower. They're allowed to lie and they're just immune to shame because they just know that people always look out for them. But that was just fucking ridiculous. That was one of the. That was just. But you know what? You're all creatures of Earth, so I love you. Until tomorrow, guys. It's as always. It's been a pleasure.